Nissan Stadium, just named this offseason in Nashville on the western bank of the Cumberland River. And it's a rainy day in Nashville. Checking the game time temperature brought to you by the Exogen Temporal Scanner, the thermometer used in thousands of hospitals and doctors' offices nationwide. Just a quick forehead swipe for a fast, accurate read, and Dad score a touchdown for your family today. And pick up an Exogen Temporal Scanner thermometer available at Walmart and other fine retailers. We're going to have rain throughout the day today. Temperature not a problem. It's in the 60s, but it rained hard this morning. It's supposed to rain throughout the game. The field's in pretty good shape, and it's misting right now, but it should be a persistent rainfall throughout. They have not won a home game here at Nissan Stadium. Of course, this place opened in 1999, known as Adelphia Stadium back then. Last time we were here in 2010, it was LP Field. They've not won a home game since last October. They've lost 10 in a row. We're underway from Nashville. Raiders need this one. Janikowski will kick off. Trey McBride back to return the kick. The rookie round 7 pick out of William and Mary. Dexter McCluster inactive today with a knee injury and goes to the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans with Marcus Mariota at quarterback will start on their 20-yard line. He has a huge contingent, about 150 from his high school in Honolulu, St. Louis High School, faculty members and friends, and a lot of people to watch him play. So they're all here today. He wears number 8 on his navy blue Titan jersey. He'll go under center. They'll put him in the gun. He has made the conversion from the spread offense in Eugene to an under center quarterback in the NFL. Harry Douglas goes in motion, short motion. He stays wide left. And here's a straight drop by Mariota. He'll throw, looking left, ball tipped and deflected and incomplete. The Raiders got a good push right in the middle link of their 5-man front going to the 34 to open the game. Mariota, a short drop over the middle, and the Raiders were able to tip that right in the front there. And I think it was Danico Autry who got it on the twist.
Yeah, you're right, Papa. Good pressure by Autry, and the rest of the guys pushed in the pocket backwards. Look, this defensive line can have some good days if they get out in this offensive line, who's been struggling for the Tennessee Titans all year.
Antonio Andrews is their featured back. Teams almost always run on 2nd and 10 in the NFL. They'll run a counter coming right, a cutback, and the Raider front is right there to slam it down. A gain of only a yard or 2. We check the very young Tennessee Titan offensive line. Taylor Lewan, high pick at left tackle. Quentin Spain makes his first start today at left guard. Andy Gallick, also a rookie. Spain's a rookie at left guard. Gallick, a rookie, round 6 of the BC at center. One of their top players is Chance Warmack, former Auburn Tiger, at right guard, and Byron Bell at right tackle. And his third down coming up. That lost a couple of yards the last run. A third down coming up for the Titans. They're 3rd and 8. They gain 2 yards. Here's Mariota out of the shotgun, looking left, throwing deep down the sideline. The receiver hooked it up top. Kendall Wright, who has missed the last 3 games, stopped the route. Mariota thought it was going to be down the sideline more, and he missed him badly there.
Yeah, Kendall Wright, he was coming in motion from the right side. He just ran outside the slot receiver and stopped. He was supposed to run down the sideline because the way Mariota threw the ball, he thought he was running a streak.
Kendall Wright missed the last 3 games, Link, with a sprained MCL in his left knee, so he's clearly off the page.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing because Emerson was obviously a trail technique.
Here's Brett Kern to punt. Back to return, a new Raider, Jeremy Ross, former Cal Bear, will go back inside the 20, far left side, gets down the sideline, nice run 30, and he steps out of bounds after a nice return. He's out on the Raider 38-yard line. Jeremy Ross, longtime Green Bay Packer, also a Lion, began this year with Baltimore, had some fumbling issues, but a nice return time, and he was hemmed in there against the sideline. That's a 20-yard punt return for Jeremy Ross, wearing a lucky number 13 on his Raider white today.
Well, he did the right thing. He caught him pinned on the sideline, and rather than trying to go all the way across the field, he just took off right down the sideline and picked up some extra yardage.
Raiders go 1st and 10. A great drive starting at the 38-yard line. Derek Carr goes in a shotgun. Latavius Murray to his right. They have 3 receivers right. Michael Crabtree, Seth Roberts, and Lee Smith back. Now they empty out Murray left. Amari Cooper left. Sit down route to Amari. A catch and a tackle right away by Parrish Cox. They are cooping here in Nashville. A huge Raider contingent for this game. Of course, wherever the Raiders go, they travel well. A 7-yard gain, Tom, as they went to that backside slant. for Amari Cooper, and this time he does not drop it.
Yeah, surprise, surprise. They tried to get something to Amari early in the game. That's what he had trouble with last week. And the few times that they did throw the ball to him, this time, right on the money, good catch.
Only one catch last week at Ford Field. He had a couple of drops, was targeted 4 times. Paris Cox playing him press. He's out wide left. They're creeping in the A-gap, showing a blitz. Williamson comes. They also bring Woodyard. Carr throws out left short. Short hops Amari Cooper link as he got pressure in his face. Dick LeBeau, the longtime Steeler defensive coordinator.
And now Derek's down.
In Nashville, Derek is down. Derek got hit after he delivered the ball as they ran that cross dog in the middle of the front. He was also hit by Daquan Jones, and Derek Carr is down and hunched over on his knees.
Yeah, he's in pain.
Yeah, he's in pain. He got sandwiched that time, hit by both outside rushers. And the thing is he was trying to hold on to the route as long as he could, the coverage as long as he could to throw downfield to try for Cooper. Cooper lost some of his footing, so I don't know if that's an issue to be concerned about this early in the game.
I don't know what he hit, Tom, as he rolled down to the ground. Did he get hit in the ribs on the shot? He is going to run off the field. The Raiders are forced to take him off for one play here with the excessive time.
Yeah.
And Matt McGloin will come in here and run this third down.
Doesn't look like anything serious because he just got hit from the side, from the right side, right in the rib area. And they wear rib pads, so watching him run off the field, it didn't look like there was anything very serious.
Yeah, now that he's standing up on the sideline throwing around, I think he just might have got the wind knocked out.
All right, so Matt McGloin jumps in the middle of the series now. It's 3rd down and 3, Raiders on their 45. McGloin will go into the shotgun, an empty set right away. No warm-up act. They have 3 receivers right, 2 left. He lifts the right leg. Bergstrom, the center, snaps it. 4-man twisting, pressure, throw, middle, drop. Right at the sticks. Could have been a first down. He put the ball in well to Clive Walford, covered by the safety, Damian Stafford. Tom, that was a catchable ball as Clive went down to his knees, but just could not get the low one there.
Yeah, well, he threw it properly. Clive was running a little crossing route and sat down in the open area, or he thought it was open. He was covered fairly tightly, but if he had caught the ball, you're right, it would have been a first down. Marquette
King will punt after a 3 and out. Titans bring a player in, Philip Supernaw, very, very late, and they're jumping around to the front. Do they have 11 on the field? Harry Douglas is going to return punch today with Dexter McCluster out with the knee injury. Marquette King will get it away on the 35-yard line. A high punt boomer. Douglas lets it go over his head, and the Raiders and Nico Thorpe will down it on around the 5-yard line. Big Raider crowd here today. It often happens here at Nissan Stadium. They're not winning, and the visiting crowd takes over, but nothing like the Raider Nation. That punt was up 4 8/10 seconds. 1st and 10, Titans on their own 8-yard line. Delaney Walker lined up as a fullback. Now he moves in motion as a right wing. Mariota under center. Hand off to Andrews coming right. Antonio Andrews, the rookie free agent back from Western Kentucky. In his 2nd year, pushes out across the 10, up to around the 11-yard line. Short gain. He has taken the featured role the last 4 games from Bishop Sankey, Link, a guy you know well from the University of Washington, a high draft pick who has not played well so far in the NFL.
You know what, some of the complaints I've heard out of the Tennessee locker room is that Sankey doesn't hit the hole fast enough, come downhill. That's what they want out of the running backs in this offense.
Now Sankey's more of a zone runner. Antonio Andrews more of a downhill runner, and they've gone to power. Making the coaching change from Wisenhunt to Malarkey. Here's Mariota on 2nd and 7. Looks right, throws right. Catch made by the tight end, Anthony Fasano, out across the 15-yard line. Tackled quickly, Tom. It'll be a short gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 2. The Titans have 4 tight ends on the roster. Fasano, Delaney Walker, Craig Stevens, the former Cale Bear, and Philip Supernaw, and they will use all 4. In fact, I've seen them play with 4 tight ends on the field simultaneously.
Yeah, and Fasano's is good at sitting down in the area. He doesn't have that great speed, but he is good at the zone.
Now they go empty on 3rd and 2. Mariota in his comfort zone like he was at Oregon in the gun. 3 receivers go right, 2 go left. He cocks the throws, and it's broken up by T.J. Carey, taking the slot guy, Kendall Wright, coach. Great play by Carey, whose role today expands with DJ being demoted. He has to move inside in the nickel against a great slot receiver in Kendall Wright, and he reached around with his right arm there and knocked that ball away.
Yeah, he was playing inside position to start with, and when the inside route came, he just closed nicely. He was following right over the shoulder. reached out with his right hand and made a good catch, the defensive play.
And guys, he also know what he did is he followed Mariota's eyes because Mariota was looking at right from the start to come to him on that slant route.
Raider defense off to a good start. A pair of 3-and-outs to open the game. Brett Kern, right-footed punter, standing at his 1-yard line, gets the long snap from Bo Brinkley. Jeremy Ross, the Raider punt returner today, backpedals again, far left, makes the gunner miss. McBride breaks a tackle, gets wide 30, cuts inside. Nice return by Jeremy Ross. He's a good kickoff returner and a punt returner. One on their 38, Jeremy Ross. A couple of good punt returns. Latavius Murray, single back set, Carr under center, and a handoff. And straight ahead, nice push by the offensive line. And Latavius Murray, with a good run out to around the 44-yard line, picks up about 5. The Raiders need to get the running game going. The last 2 games, they've not run the ball nearly as well as they had earlier in the year.
Statistically, this Tennessee Titans defense is pretty good against the run, but as you mentioned, the Raiders needed to get started. They got to get something going offensively early.
They have a very stout front. They were leaky against the run to begin the year. Lately, they've been better. Moving in motion, Clive Walford. They go into an I formation on 2nd and 5. Derek Carr, handoff. Murray got hit from behind in the line of scrimmage. He fumbled the ball late, but he was down by contact. It was whistled dead by Jeff Triplett's crew. They got to block Brian Arakpo. We talked about it, Link, on the pregame. Former Washington Redskin. They gave this guy $32 million to come to Nashville. He's made a nice conversion as a stand-up linebacker in a 3-4. He's a force, obviously, in the run game and also the pass game. You got to block Brian Arakpo today.
Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of blocking scheme that was that time, but you got to block the defensive end if you plan on having any success running the ball.
He just slipped right inside, Tom, as the Raiders didn't get him at all.
Yeah, they had a whiff block on that one.
Raiders go to 4 wide receivers and a false start here. Donald Penn. Kick started early against Arakpo. They whistled it down. There's 4 different flags on the field. So they've got 4 different opinions.
I wonder if they're calling this to Tennessee and being in the neutral zone, drawing the guys off.
Might be. I think that's the debate right now. I'm not sure we have a consensus that it was a false start. Here's Jeff Triplett.
Neutral zone
is offsides.
Yeah.
Defense. Number 50. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Well, we'll take it, even though our guys move first.
What do you call it on? Number 50?
Number 50.
They don't have a 50.
No, it was one of the.
It had to be 59, wasn't it?
Wesley Woodyard.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure, but they took off before our guys moved.
How about this formation for the Raiders? They have no backs, 1 tight end, Clive Walford, 4 wide receivers. Walford and Andre Holmes go right. Crabtree, Roberts, and Cooper go left. Throw out right, catch. Andre Holmes a stick route and a 1st down Raiders. Little hook route, Tom, to the outside. And the Raiders that time, no backs, 1 tight end, and 4 wide receivers. You don't ever see that formation, but they wanted to isolate there. And Andre Holmes just hooked it up once he got across the yard to gain. 1st down Raiders.
Yeah, and the Raiders, early in the game, obviously, at this point, they're worried. They're concerned about the pass protection, so they're keeping enough guys in, and the routes are intermediate to short.
Now Lee Smith goes over to a Arakpo side. They also have Walford over on that side. They give it to Murray straight ahead to Norris Searcy. The box safety comes in, an 8-man box there to sledgehammer that down after a short gain. They bought Searcy in the offseason, a free agent, former Buffalo Bill. So Daquan Jones is one end. Jarrell Casey, just a monster the other end. Al Woods is down today, so Sammy Hill will start at nose tackle. Their linebackers are Brian Arakpo and David Bass, the former Raider in training camp a couple of years ago for Derek Morgan, who's inactive today with a shoulder injury. Their inside backers, Avery Williamson and Wesley Woodyard. Murray got only a yard. 2nd and 9 Raiders on the Titan 44. Again, an empty set. They blitz Woodward off the side. Throw out to Murray, who dropped it. He let it get into his body again, Tom. Did not hands catch it. Let it get into his midsection off the bottom of his shoulder plate and his shoulder pad, and he dropped it.
Yeah, he looked like he was starting to get started running before he caught the ball.
Too many drops from Murray.
Yeah, well, he continues to struggle. He needs to concentrate on getting the ball into his hands before he tries to make a move with it, but it's something he struggled with all year.
They're down at 9. Titans defensive backfield, Cody Sensabaugh, Parrish Cox, the corners, Michael Griffin, and Denoris Searcy are the safeties. They're bringing in their nickel package now. 3rd and 9, Carr in the gun. As Walford to his left, Murray to his right. Cooper singled up right. Carr on 3rd down. David Bass made a move, and he shovels it forward. Incomplete to Latavius Murray. It was David Basslink who provided the pressure. He's on the outside opposite of Brian Arakpo, and he came around Austin Howard there out of a 2-point stance with a bull rush, and then speed after that forced Derek to flee the pocket.
Yeah, that time the Titans really only brought 3 with a little bit of forward pressure. And Austin Howard has to learn to finish the man around the horn, as we called it, when that outside man takes an outside move to the quarterback, finishing him, allow him to keep him off the quarterback's back.
Marquette King into punt again now with Harry Edwards. They're running their wide receiver, former Atlanta Falcon, back to return. He shoots this one straight up in the air, nose down, did not hit it great. Fair catch called. That's one where you want him not inside the 20, but inside the 10. Downfield, open, caught. Delaney Walker, the tight end, 40, shoved out of bounds on the Tennessee 47-yard line. The Raiders, Link, are supposed to double Delaney Walker, their top pass catcher today, but he ran a deep over route there and got lost in the middle of the Raider linebacking level.
So many times when you see play action against the Raiders, you see the linebackers lose their responsibility and who they're supposed to pass off to. As you imagine, Delaney Walker, who's one of the more valuable Tennessee Titans, came open on the second level. Somebody missed an assignment that time.
That was a 35-yard catch and run by Walker, as their top pass catcher, his 54th catch of the year. They faked the counter, bootleg. Mariota was right. He's got Harry Douglas, the former Falcon, out of bounds, matched up with T.J. Carey. And there you get the skill set of the quarterback, Tom. That's about a 10-yard gain. He's so good in space. They put him under center. They faked the counter run. His footwork impeccable. Little half roll to his right and right on time to Douglas in the right flat.
Yeah, did such a nice job with the play action, and it buys an extra amount of time. And as we all know, when he gets out in space, he is good either running the ball or throwing the ball down the field.
First and 10, Tennessee now into Raider territory for the first time. These back-to-back plays on the Raider 42. Khalil Mack is now in, rushing on the left side. They take out Mario Edwards Jr. and Benson Mayowa goes on the right side. They blitz Nate Allen. Here's Mariota throwing into traffic. Caught! A double team surrounding Delaney Walker, and he still caught the ball on the combo coverage of Malcolm Smith and Benson Mayowa, Tom, who dropped out there in the Apollo defense. The Raiders 34 front into coverage, so they had Walker doubled, and he still found the soft spot between the two defenders.
Yeah, that time the Raiders were bringing some heat from the outside, and they ended up doubling them. Yeah, you're right, inside and out, but the ball was snuck in there pretty tightly.
Yeah, they blitzed Nate Allen length from the quarterback's right, and it was picked up there. Craig Stevens, the former Cal Bear, goes in motion. Second down, stretch run to Andrews. Cutback, he slipped on the wet field here, trying to make that cutback. Malcolm Smith was right there. Chance Warmack has a Raider down on the field. Dan Williams and Warmack are going after each other. Or pardon me, it's Quentin Spain, the left guard.
Now a flag comes out.
And now a flag came in late. Quentin Spain and Dan Williams Link got into it way after the play.
Now with the flag down, let's hope it's not against the Raiders, but it seems like
Spain was on top of Williams.
They're going to call against the Raiders.
After the play.
Are they really?
Personal foul. Number 90 of the defense.
Dan Williams.
Unnecessary roughness. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Dan Williams, who went to the University of Tennessee in Knoxville. Well, it looked to me, I didn't see the initial contact, Tom, but it looked like Spain was on top of him.
I couldn't see. I missed that. I was following the ball, and I could. That was happening back on the line of scrimmage, and
Well, as you look at the replay, Spain came over the top, and then when Dan Williams cleared him, he still kept coming after him, even when the refs got involved, and that's when Triplett threw the flag.
They're showing the replay here on the huge diamond vision they have at Nissan Stadium. Jack Del Rio not happy. Personal foul penalty. Puts the ball on the Raider 20-yard line now. Mariota in a deep shotgun. He's about 6 yards behind the center. They go empty backfield now. They have three tight ends. Here's Mariota back, throwing middle for the end zone. Juggling catch. Touchdown. Unbelievable juggling catch there by Craig Stevens, the former Cal Bear. And that is the 11th touchdown this year the Raiders have allowed to a tight end. He ran a seam route, Tom. Just a little nod to the corner, but really a seam straight up the field. And after a juggle on the goal line, Craig Stevens, who's not a big pass catcher, reeled that in for a touchdown.
Yeah, nice catch. Well done by Stevens. And well thrown by Mariota. And there were two defenders in the area that time. Nate Allen and Charles Woodson were both there. But just a great play by the tight end.
Well, you worry about Fasano. You worry about Delaney Walker. Yep. But he ran a little bit of a nod to the corner length. But really it was a seam route. And he was able to beat Nate Allen for the touchdown.
Yeah, part of the defense, they want to put Mays on another tight end because he's a bigger defender, almost linebacker style, to try to take those things away.
There's the point after. Blocked! And you can run this back for 2 points. It's a free ball. The Raiders pick it up, and now it's on the ground, picked up by Danico Autry. One man to beat a block here, and Autry may be able to score. Down the sideline, a flag is down. Autry is in. That could be a 2-point play for the Raiders, but a flag is down. That's a live ball this year. They blocked the extra point and ran it back for 2. So the score could be 6-2, but a flag is down on the 36-yard line.
I don't know what the flag is for, though, because there was a lot of, I'm not sure what the flag is for.
Were the Raiders offsides on the kick when they blocked it? Was it later on the return?
It was after
illegal
the
forward pass.
Illegal forward pass.
The kicking
coming
team.
back. They won't put the dead ball then.
The defensive team. Therefore, because that is a foul, the point after is no good. We'll kick off.
Of all cities, the Music City Miracles where this happened, now they call the illegal forward pass.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's Lorenzo Neal and Frank Wycheck?
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
You got to be kidding me.
I'm waiting to see the replay. I'm waiting to see the replay because I figured they would throw that, but it didn't seem like it was illegal at the time.
Well, Autry picked it up, but it went forward as the ruling. Tennessee as they finish off a 5-play, 88-yard drive. They didn't pick up a first down their first couple of series, but on their third series, they got Delaney Walker going, and the touchdown was thrown to the third tight end, the guy they called Cat Stevens when he was a Cal Bear playing for Jeff Tedford. Craig Stevens, a 20-yard catch, and they did that drive in 2.5 minutes. A little bit of a pause here. Jeff Triplett is now getting into position. Second time we've had Jeff Triplett and his crew. Also had him at Soldier Field in Chicago in week 4. Ryan Suckup, former Kansas City Chief, will kick off. Again, Jeremy Ross going to return kickoffs and punts today. Tywan Jones inactive with the knee injury suffered in Detroit last week. The Raiders blocked that point after. Third time they blocked a point after this year. Also gotten a field goal. Short kickoff by Suckup. Jeremy Ross will get a running start about 4 yards deep. Marcel Reese out in front, 10, 15, 20. And he's hit hard by Steve Johnson, their backup linebacker, and dropped on the 23-yard line. One problem Ross had as a Baltimore Raven. In fact, the Ravens tweeted it out on their Twitter feed that he was let go because he fumbled too much. He fumbled a couple of times. They wound up releasing him.
You want to repeat that? Twitter
they tweeted out. But the thing is, the team did it, which is
that's not
that's
good.
Kind of amazing that they would do it themselves.
Haters.
First and 10, 23-yard line. Derek Carr goes in the shotgun. They have a loose bunch formation left. Marcel Reese the point. Amari Cooper now going to move a motion away from it, so he goes out wide right, watched by Sensabaugh. Carr looking that way, throws an outcut to Cooper, and he makes the catch, Tom. Got him rolling in motion and a flankering him there. They're cooping here in Nashville, so the Raider Nation showing up big. But as we thought Bill Musgrave might do today, he is featuring Amari Cooper early on his openers on the call sheet today.
Yeah, nothing complicated about the routes. A little simple route, just a little short out after coming in motion from the left side to the right side.
Second down and 5 after Cooper picked up 5 on his second catch of the game. Murray to the right of Carr in the shotgun. Marcel Reese, a right wing. Slot formation left, quick drop. They bring Murray over to pick up a rack ball, throw down the middle. Caught by Seth Roberts in Tennessee territory on the Titan 36-yard line. What a play there. Latavius Murray link came across the formation. Carr pointed out a rack bow to pick him up, or actually David Bass, I think it was. Then Carr hit the deep middle shot to Seth Roberts there for a gain of 37.
Great awareness out of Derek Carr because he realized there was going to be a slot blitz coming off. He adjusted, as you mentioned, Just Murray out there. Knew he had Seth Roberts isolated with a linebacker on a skinny post and really picked it up for big yardage.
It was Searcy, Denoris Searcy, the former Bill, who came on the corner, the safety blitz from the outside. Raiders go empty now. 1st and 10. Carr get a pump, step up in the pocket. Now he's under siege. He'll get sacked by Avery Williamson back on the 42-yard line. Well, a nice even rush by the Tennessee Titans, Link, who do have 31 quarterback sacks this year, 4th most in the NFL. They also blitzed Williamson underneath their 4-man pressure, so they brought 5 there.
Yeah, they do that. I'm sorry, Link, but they just bring them late. They have a lot of standing up by those defensive guys up front, and they like that crossing routes on their little way to the quarterback, and they're very successful. That's a Dick LeBeau trait.
You don't know who's coming.
That time, Derek Carr had time to survey the field. He just got to get rid of the ball and make up his mind what he's going to do with it.
Loss of 7 on the sack by Williamson. 2nd and 17 now. Murray, the lone back. Nobody blocked a Rackbo. Carr had to throw it out fast to Murray, who breaks a tackle. 30. A block, and he's going to spill. He got tripped up on the 20-yard line. Thought he might score when he cut inside. 1 tackle to beat, and he could not beat it. The Raiders, and that was Jarrell Casey who got downfield to make that tackle.
Boy, that was
Latavius Murray to save a touchdown.
That was a lot of doors opening up and letting those defensive players come in. You got to bump them a little bit. A great reaction by Derek Carr in that one, getting the ball away.
Well, that blocked a Rackbo.
Well, that time because he had an inside presence on the screen, he had to go down as a tackle to keep the inside clear.
1st and 10, Raiders inside the red zone on the Titan 18-yard line. Murray, the lone back, counter run. Now they pull Gabe Jackson, and he got tackled from the backside. So they pulled the left guard, but the Titans defensive end on the backside, Link, ran that play down.
I think it might have been Searcy, though, wasn't it?
And he's playing up in the run game. Searcy, you're right, Tom, it was. That's a safety. He's a strong safety playing in the box a lot, former Buffalo Bill. And he's been around the line of scrimmage a lot today. He blitzed the last time.
When the Raiders go under center, and it shows a predominantly run to formation, Searcy's coming up, and he's just collapsing down on the end, whatever end he's at, almost as like a rover back or an extra outside linebacker, if you will.
2nd and 9, Raiders on the Tennessee 17-yard line. Jameis Alawale in for the first time today. Lines up to the right of Carr in the gun. Crabtree right, slot left. Roberts, they give it to Alawale. Coming left, cutback run. Tackled from the backside by a Rackbo, but a good run. Should be a Raider first down, possibly inside the 10-yard line. They'll spot it on the Titan 8-yard line. So a nice little wide run there, almost an outside zone run. Link, they did pull the center, Tony Bergstrom, and he broke a tackle there of Michael Griffin. Alawale picked up the last 2 or 3 yards himself.
Go ahead, Coach.
Once Alawale turns up the field, get out of the way, or you better be prepared to take on a tank.
And I think the Raiders can have a lot more success running out of the shotgun because it's not a traditional run formation for us. 1st
and goal, 7-yard line, slot right. Cooper inside of Crabtree. Murray to the left. They're going to roll the quarterback right, a sprint right. Throw for the end zone. Caught by Michael Crabtree. Touchdown! Raiders! What a play that was. Derek Carr on the sprint right. Took it on the left hash and the shotgun, rolled out to his right and threw it to the pylon there. Michael Crabtree on the comeback route against Sensible ties the game at 6.
Yeah, just a well-executed play by Crabtree and Carr because Crabtree gave him no chance other than to interfere. A small little window right by the pylon, and the ball was thrown perfectly.
Guys, that time Lee Smith came in short motion as the tight end came in to seal the edge to allow Carr to get on the outside of that rollout and find Crabtree for that open touchdown.
Janikowski has not missed an extra point this year from the 33-yard distance, 27 for 27 on point afters. A big one here to give the Raiders the lead. Kondo the snap, King the hold. And the Raiders, remember, they blocked their extra point a moment ago. That's a huge swing, and Jano drills it. And the Raiders take a 7-6 lead here. Danico Autry, by the way, blocked that extra point by Ryan Suckup. He also thought he had a 2-pointer the other way in the run back. And that's a big play to give the Raiders a 7-6 lead here. Great kickoff by Janikowski, Trey McBride. That should go right through the back of the south end zone here at Nissan Stadium. And the Titans will go 1st and 10 on their 20. We've not been to Nashville since 2010. Used to play these guys a lot.
Yep.
Link, when you were playing, and
I remember.
they had Eddie George and Steve McNair and
Kevin
Javon
Carter.
Curtis.
Yep, all those great defenders.
A lot of great matchups, including the AFC Championship game in 2002. Not a tougher quarterback to ever play than the late, great Steve McNair. They tried to replace him. Vince Young didn't work out. Jake Locker just got hurt too much, and now they're trying Marcus Mariota. He's under center. Raiders up 7-6. Lone back Andrews. They move Delaney Walker in motion. Handoff coming wide is David Cobb, the young back. He's in now. Got wide on Mario Edwards Jr. And a good run there by David Cobb, their rookie round 5 pick out of the University of Minnesota, who was out all year. He tore a calf muscle in training camp, Tom. He's big like Andrews, but he has more breakaway speed at 5'11", 230 pounds.
Yeah, nice job on that one from Malcolm Smith from the opposite side of the field, making the tackle across the field.
Mario to a 3-yard run.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Mario's got to remember, as he's outside linebacker more so in this defense than defensive end.
2nd and 7. Mariota in the shotgun as Delaney Walker is a right wing. High snap from center. Handoff to Cobb. And the Raiders play that well right in the middle of their defensive front. Andy Gallick, the rookie, round 6 center at a Boston College link with a high snap to Mariota, went up and pulled it down. It was supposed to be a draw there, but the Raiders really stacking the front there. Were able to slam it, led by Stacy McGee.
The strength of this 5-man front, and sort of however you want to call it, a 5-3 or a 4-3, however you want to look at it, is keeping everything inside. Mario Edwards and Mariota out there have got to be able to keep those guys inside because there's no outside linebacker help.
Van Heaney is in the nickel as he was last Sunday at Ford Field, Detroit. Mariota in the shotgun, 3rd and 4. Delaney Walker goes in short motion. Nobody follows. He looks left, now right. Now he scrambles out to his left, being chased there by Mayola. A flag is down. He throws the ball away. Likely a hold on the Titans, which the Raiders will decline as they move Delaney Walker a little bit to see it was on him.
Offense, number 60. The penalties declined. 4th down.
It's on their new left guard, Quentin Spain.
Yeah.
And he just threw it away there. Nobody was open, and the Raiders got a good pass rush link.
Yeah, they should have also had an illegal motion because the slot guy moved and never really got set while one of the tight ends was in motion.
Also had great contain, keeping Mariota from being able to scramble out and make those yards on his feet with his feet.
Titans have had just the one drive. They've had 3 3-and-outs, and they did have the 88-yard touchdown drive. Here's the punt by Brett Kern. Began his career in Denver for a year and a half. Raiders get pressure up the middle. Larry Asante almost blocked it. Short punt. It'll bounce. Take a Raider roll. And the Titans now will down it. It will roll their way. Oblong ball was moving both directions. Steve Johnson, their backup linebacker, will down it on the Raider 39-yard line. They start the second quarter in Nashville. Raiders moving now from south to north. We flipped ends. Raiders up 7-6, 1st and 10 on their 39-yard line. Derek Carr under center. Lee Smith, the left wing, outside of Clive Walford. So strength of the formation is left with double tights. Carr straight drop. They pick up Arakpo, steps up and throws out right high, but a nice catch by Amari Cooper. As they are cooping here again in Nashville, the Raider Nation showing up in a big way, as is the rookie receiver, Tom. That ball was high, outside of the framework of his body. The guy who was dropped 10 coming into the game this year, second most in the NFL, went up there and pulled one down for Derek Carr.
Yeah, had maximum protection. They had the mirror routes on both sides. Cooper and Crabtree both ran outside routes, and both were open. And maximum protection, keeping both tight ends in.
3rd catch of the game for Cooper already, 17-yard gain. Here comes pressure now. Carr throws out right high. One-hand attempt to make the catch there. Just off his left hand is Michael Crabtree. Well, he got pressure that time. Dick LeBeau, and Ray Horton is technically the defensive coordinator, working in concert with LeBeau. And they brought pressure, and it was a blitz from Wesley Woodyard. 1 quarter down. It's time for our Geico 15-minute review. Geico is proud to celebrate over 75 years of saving people money on their car insurance. For a free quote anytime, visit geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO. Raiders outgained by Tennessee, or actually outgained them slightly, 96 yards to 89. Had 5 first downs to Tennessee's 4. Here's a run up the middle to Latavius Murray on 2nd and long, and a good gain link inside the Titan 40. They drop him on the 35-yard line as Derek Carr was in the shotgun. And a little gun run handoff there off the right side. He stumbled up and was able to dive forward for 8 yards.
Derek's doing a little bit of his pre-snap read math. If you only got 7 in the box, run it out of the gun. If there's 8 in the box or more, then you throw it.
3rd down. 3rd and 2 Raiders on the Tennessee 36-yard line. Field goal will be about 54 yards from here. Cooper goes in motion, followed by Ray Wilson, the young corner. Carr looking left, throwing backside slant, broken up by Parrish Cox. He drove right up the back of his former 49er teammate, Michael Crabtree. Cox not real swift, Tom, but he's a thumper, and he ran right up the back of Michael Crabtree, who ran the outside slant from the outside position of the slot.
Yeah, and they're going to go for it right now. It's too long, probably too long for the field goal. I'm not sure how the wind is down there, but it's 4th down and it's too short to punt.
4th down and 2 Raiders, kind of in no man's land on the 36. Again, they go to the no running back formation. Amari Cooper lines up to the left of Carr. They're going to empty it out, though. He goes right, so 2 right, 3 left. That snap, Carr dropped it. Running backwards, just throws the ball down the sideline to throw it away. Let's see if it was a bad snap by Bergstrom Link or if the ball was dropped by Derek Carr. He was in the shotgun on the 4th and 2 after Cooper motioned out. Minnesota, the back, they play action, a counter fake, throw over the middle to Kendall Wright. They're running across the field on Nate Allen, breaks a tackle. The lineman, Stacy McGee, gets downfield along with Mario Edwards Jr.
I would anticipate the Titans to do a lot more of this because on 1st down, they can play action and hold those backers and create a lot of space.
Nate Allen now comes off the field. They bring in Larry Asante. He plays in the box, and Charles Woodson plays center field. Kendall Wright goes in long motion. They give it to him on an end around, blocked by Delaney Walker, but a great play by Mario Edwards Jr. Link to get off of his block and grab Kendall Wright around the shoulder pads and hold that down to a short gain of 2 or 3.
Yeah, that time the Raiders are ready for that speed sweep that you're seeing a lot more out of football these days, especially the speedy guys. So a lot like Antonio Brown did just in Pittsburgh, you saw Kendall Wright get that speed sweep, and the Raiders were ready for it.
Kendall Wright, the 4th-year receiver out of Baylor. You'll remember him a couple of years ago. He beat the Raiders in a 4th down last play of the game at Oakland on a pass by Ryan Fitzpatrick. They move Anthony Fasano in motion to the right. 2nd down and 9. Mariota throws out right. Catch by Delaney Walker. Tackled immediately by Malcolm Smith, trying to strip the ball out. And he was pawing at it and ripping at it, but could not get it away from Walker. And he's into Raider territory on the Raider 47-yard line. Delaney Walker is 7-year San Francisco 49er. The Niners played a lot of 2 tight ends then, with Vernon Davis being the primary tight end pass catcher here, Tom. Yep. This is his 3rd year. He's the guy. He had 60 catches his first year here, 63, and coming into the game, 53. And he's already got a couple today.
Yeah, he's their leading receiver, and he's the guy they're very comfortable with, especially on 1st and 2nd down.
Tennessee 0 for 3 on 3rd down, face a 3rd and 5. Bunch formation right. Mariota needs a timeout. Play clock was down to 3, and he was not prepared to snap the ball there, so he will call a timeout. Tennessee Titans, big reason why they are 2-8, tied with San Diego and Cleveland for the worst records in the NFL. They convert only 33% on 3rd down, which is 30th in the league. They're 0 for 3 today. Mariota in the shotgun, looks left. Time now pressured out by Autry, rolling to his right. Chased by Mayowa, throws broken up by Amerson. And the Raiders will force a punt there. Nicely done by David Amerson, back in the starting role today with T.J. Carey, with DJ Hayden being demoted, Tom, and he was able to reach around there and knock the ball away on 3rd down.
Yeah, nice pass rush they put on also, and getting Murray out of the pocket and having to scramble for his life.
Very fortunate. Delaney was wide open on that speed motion to the top of the field, guys, that Mariota did not be a look his way because he probably could have had him for the 1st down.
4th punt of the day coming up for Brent Kern. Good snap by Brinkley. Raiders get pressure right up the middle again, and they knocked him down. That was a 4th down and 5. Did they rough him?
Well,
here's a fair catch called by Jeremy Ross. Would this give them an automatic 1st down?
Well, they only needed about 5 yards anyway.
Let's see what Triplett says here. Is it a personal foul, roughing the kicker?
I don't think
Turn
he
your
got
mic
it.
down,
Personal
Jeff.
foul.
There it is.
Roughing the kicker. Defense. 54. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
It's on Corey Toomer, who almost blocked it. But when you come in the middle, in the A or B gap, Coach, you don't have the angle wide where you can dive for it and avoid the kicker's leg. He came more in the middle, and after he dove and missed him, he collided with him.
Yeah, I guess he collided with him. I haven't been able to see a replay on it, how bad it was. I thought it was maybe just a 5-yarder.
It wasn't that bad as a personal foul, but he came down underneath him, and when the punter came down on his feet, he fell on top of him. So it was an interpretation of whether or not it was a 5-yard. Either way, it was going to give him a first down.
You know what he hit? He hit his plant foot. You cannot hit his plant foot. Well, he actually jumped in the air and avoided the contact, but I think they deemed that he was going for his plant leg, and that's how the punter can get seriously hurt when you go for the plant leg. 1st and 10, Tennessee now on the Raider 32-yard line. They toss it to Harry Douglas. A reverse, back to Kendall Wright. The Raiders' Mario Edwards Jr. stacks it up and makes the tackle in the backfield. And they also held. There's going to be a double hold there on the Titans. 2 flags came in. Well, the Raiders were not fooled there. They ran an end around, a flip to Douglas, which turned into an old-school reverse to Kendall Wright link, but Mario Edwards Jr. on the backside played that beautifully.
Both Edwards Jr. and Danico Autry had great penetration on that reverse, so when Kendall Wright got the ball, they were already in his face.
Raiders should decline this, I think. How far was the stuff? When you take the hold, it was a 3-yard stuff. So do you want 2nd and 13, Tom, or 1st and 20?
Well, I think they're going to take the penalty. Yeah.
Here's Jeff Triplett.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Holding, number 82, the offense. Holding, number 60, the offense. Both those penalties are declined. It'll be 2nd down.
They're going to take the play, which we have to see how far in the backfield they
it's right at
stuffed Kendall Wright.
Yeah, it's right at the 36-yard line right now. The Raiders 36.
So it's a 4-yard loss.
4-yard loss.
So it's 2nd and 14. You would have rather have had 1st and 20, Tom?
Yeah, I think so, but
you also move him back out of field goal range right now. Here's Marcus Mariota in the shotgun. David Cobb to his left, 2-by-2 formation. Walker and Douglas stacked up right. Mariota looks right, comes middle, catch. Kendall Wright, and he's picked up by Malcolm Smith and thrown backwards. Actually, it was Harry Douglas, the bigger receiver. Nice coverage there by Malcolm Smith. Raiders going to a zone on 2nd and 14. That'll bring up a 3rd down. Raiders have had a couple of big personal foul penalties so far in this game. And the big one on the roughing the kicker, which converted Tennessee's only 3rd down.
Well, I know
they were 0 for 4 on 3rd down, but they picked it up by the penalty.
I know it's a 3rd and 9, but aren't they already in field goal position?
Yes. 3rd down and 9. They weren't a moment ago, though. They just gained a good bits of yardage on the throw to Douglas. Mariota in the shotgun, 3 receivers right. They single up Walker left. Mariota time. Here comes Khalil Mack, and he sacks him. Back out on the 36-yard line. Now they're at the fringe of field goal range. They are going to bring in. Kearns coming in. Is Suckup coming in?
No. So Kearns, the punter.
Well, he holds also. I was waiting for the. They're not going to kick the field goal here. This is back on the 37-yard line. It'll be a 55-yarder. Suckup's range right now is about 53 yards. So they're going to punt the football. So Khalil Mack's time, his sack on 3rd down, saved the Raiders a field goal try against them.
Absolutely, yeah.
That was the 6th sack of the year. Here's the punt by Kern. Nose down. He'll try to end it. Jeremy Ross calling for a fair catch. The new Raider punt and kickoff returner secures it on the 8-yard line. Flag is down.
That's not good.
Holding against the Raiders is a signal.
And it'll back them up. The drive start was not going to be great. And it will be even worse now on the special teams call here.
During the kick, holding, number 31 of the receiving team. Half the distance to the goal, 1st down.
It's on Nico Thorpe. So the Raiders will be backed up inside their 10-yard line, inside their 5-yard line, or around their 4 when we come back. This is by far the Raiders' worst field position to start a drive. The previous 4 drives, they're 38, they're 39, they're 23, and they're 39. This time they're backed up on their own 4-yard line. Latavius Murray, hands on his thigh pad, handoff coming straight ahead. Searcy again, nosy in the box, and he's able to slip across the 5 and pick up a couple out to around the 6. Lee Smith back today after missing last Sunday at Ford Field. He's actually limping as he goes back into the Raider huddle, and he has a big wrap on that right hand. He had wrist surgery. He's not a big pass catcher, Link, so that could be kind of a shell weapon on that.
Yeah, you can definitely use it at that. No, he's going to be doing more run blocking than pass catching, that's for sure.
That's a big club, Tom, like the old days he's got on.
Sure is.
2nd and 7. Amari Cooper goes in long motion. No one follows. The Titans playing zone. Carr looks right, throws right. Ball wobbly. Caught by Crabtree. Was that ball tipped or just wobbly out of his hand? Only a 3-yard gain as they motioned Cooper across the formation, but they threw to the other side, the right side, Tom, where Cody Sensabaugh was playing loose on Michael Crabtree. That ball may have been tipped by David Bass.
I think it was hit.
I think so as well.
3rd down and 3 coming up. Raiders on their own 11-yard line. Raiders 1 of 4 on 3rd down. They have been a good 3rd down converting offense. They're 5th in the NFL. Not as good in the first half last Sunday in Detroit. 3rd and 3. They were 1 for 5 last week. So far 1 for 4 today. Carr in the gun. As Rivera to one side, Murray to the other. A pump, and he goes deep down the right sideline. It is caught out to the 40-yard line by Amari Cooper. How did he take that one away? A tremendous catch by Amari. A 29-yarder into double coverage, and he took it away from the young safety, corner Ray Wilson. What a catch by Amari Cooper.
Certainly was. It was a little out and up move, and he really didn't have much space, and that was maybe not a well-advised throw to start with, but it ended up being a great throw.
Amari Cooper is back. A little pump and go on the right sideline. He went up on a ball that was underthrown and caught it with one hand. Derek Carr now handoff. Latavius Murray comes hopping off the right side behind the block of Clive Walford, the tight end, and he pushes out to around the 43-yard line, Link. But going back to that catch, what a catch by Amari Cooper. Did he catch that with one hand?
It looked like it. You know what? And the fact is it wasn't the best thrown ball, as Coach mentioned that. Amari went up and grabbed it with intent to take that ball down. So great catch by Coop.
Amari had 2 drops last Sunday at Ford Field, Detroit. He had 2 drops in 3 of the last 4 games, 10 on the year. He's catching everything today. What a bounce back for Amari Cooper. 2nd and 7, Raiders on their 43. There's a play action, a half roll right. Derek Carr has Rivera short. Going to tuck it and run. David Bass will come up and pop him along with Michael Griffin, the hard-hitting safety, and also Avery Williamson, the inside backer. But Derek Tom looked like he had an option to throw, I think, short to Rivera on that drag route. Didn't like it, so he just ran and picked up 5 yards.
Yeah, they had a lot of people back in the zone coverage, and so there was, I think he might have been expecting a man-to-man coverage. It wasn't there.
He had 2 levels of receivers, Link. He had Michael Rivera on the shallow route in the flat. He also had Andre Holmes on the outcut right. What's going on with the play clock here?
Now there's some indecision right now. They're all on the sidelines holding up. Derek might have got a little bit wary after that last hit. He took a smack, guys.
Yeah, Derek's over to the sideline. They call timeout. The play clock down to 1.
They did now.
0. Timeout called by Jack Del Rio. He purposely let the clock run all the way down. Then he called.
He didn't slide.
A timeout.
He didn't slide. No, so he was exposed as a runner, Coach.
He exposed as a runner, and he took a pretty good shot.
He just needed a moment, and they let the clock go all the way down. They did not take a delay of game, which they took 2 last week in Detroit. They just burned a first half timeout, which is not a big deal. And Derek Carr will stay into the game. I don't know if it was the hit by David Bass. Williamson also came up, the linebacker, as did Michael Griffin. It was a trio of Titans converging on him. I have to look at a replay and see what happened. 3rd down and 2, Raiders. They're going to empty out Amari Cooper. They do have Murray to the right. They're showing a blitz in the midfield. They run Murray up the middle. First down, Raiders. Into Titan territory, Link. Nicely done as the Tennessee Titans and Dick LeBeau. He loves to blitz. Damian Stafford, the young safety, will play in the box. He came on an A-gap blitz, and again, the Raiders just pushed him to the side, and Murray went off the right side to convert on 3rd down with a gain of 5.
Yeah, the normalcy versus a Dick LeBeau blitz is the inside is going to be a really muffed up with a lot of penetration. If you block the inside penetration, let the widest man go free, you could have some success between the tackles.
Yeah, and they're all moving, too, on the blitz, so you can get movement by your offensive line coming out as one.
1st and 10, Raiders on the Titan 46-yard line. Derek Carr under center. Handoff. Murray got slammed. Got hit in the backfield. Again, Michael Griffin. They're a tremendous free safety, the longest tenured Tennessee Titan. We're seeing safeties in the box here all day. Usually it's been Searcy Link, that time they put Griffin down. He's not the runner he used to be, but he's a force in the run game.
More of the predictability, Coach. You know, the fact is Andre Holmes came in motion, knew that he was going to have to block the safety because they're going to bring the safety off of one side or the other. That's what the Steelers defense did. That's what the Tennessee Titans defense did.
Yeah, and the Raiders were ready for it. It's just that the block was missed by Holmes.
4.5 to go in the half. Raiders up 7-6. Second down, 11. Cooper goes in long motion behind Derek, who's in an empty set. They fake the screen to him down the sideline to Wolford. First down, Raiders right over the top of the linebacker. Clever play call there by Bill Musgrave, a gain of 14. They had a bunch formation left. They motioned Amari Cooper away from the bunch. Behind it, it looked like it was going to be a wide receiver screen, and then he just lofted it right over the top to Clive Wolford down the right sideline.
Yeah, the corner just bit for it right off the bat. As soon as that ball was snapped, the corner just came flying up because he thought Amari was going to get the bubble screen.
And guys, right there, that play is Chip Kelly influenced what he did at Oregon. Musgrave has some ties to him. Wait, allows his defense to dictate what they're going to do and go off of them.
Heavy rumors here in Nashville. Chip Kelly may be coming to Nashville to coach Mariota last year after his debacle on Thanksgiving Day. Here's Carr back, stepping up in the pocket, throws, catch. Amari Cooper at the sticks. First down, Raiders on the Tennessee 22. They've been cooping early and often today. The Raider Nation here in Tennessee, because Amari Cooper is having a monster game now. He has not dropped anything, and he's been the best player on the field now. Amari with 4 catches for 59 yards.
Yeah, they're just they ran a little bunch there, and they all crossed each other, and then ran up the field and all sat down to their respective areas.
Raiders go back to that 4 wide receiver formation. 1 back, Murray in, no tight ends. 4 receivers, 2 go right, 2 go left. Gun run, Murray coming left. Darrell Casey. And you see a good play along with a rack roll link. Hard to run on that side. When you run to your offense's left, their defensive right, they had Casey and Arakpo, their 2 best players in their front 7 stacked side by side.
Yeah, you're right about that. You know, stand-up defensive ends are a little bit hard to get displacement movement out. But that time, the Raiders front, as long as the Raiders offensive line secure the front 7, put a helmet on the helmet, give Latavius Murray a little bit of chance to find a crease, those short gashes will come longer as the game goes on.
11th play of the drive. Again, the Raiders go to a 10 personnel, 1 back Murray, 4 receivers. They single up Amari Cooper left, 3 go right, fake the gun run. Carr throws a seam, juggling catch by Crabtree, and then he's hit there and dropped and around the 18-yard line. We're seeing a lot of this 4 wide receiver package today.
Got him.
Got him. First down.
Got him. Yes, he was. Oh, they better huddle and talk about this. That's exactly right.
They're jumping around on defense, and I think they went in the neutral zone, and then Dental Panic activated. This should be offsides, encroachment.
The official of the line judge on the other side of the field.
False start.
Oh.
Number 4.
It's on Derek Carr.
5-yard penalty.
So they got Carr on the head, Bob. Derek's pointing to his chest saying, me. So Derek Carr with the voice inflection link, he's called for the head bob, something you hardly ever see.
You hardly ever see, but especially when the coach is mentioning, both side judges saw the Tennessee Titans jump in the neutral zone. The fact that they called Derek Carr on it means triplet overruled their call.
As opposed to what Peyton Manning's been doing for 15 years in this league. Are you joking?
It's ridiculous.
Third down, Derek Carr back. Throws middle. Caught! First down, Raiders. Seth Roberts down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, take that.
Derek Carr threw a dagger on a 3rd and 10 right in the heart of their defense. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
I love it. Just take that, Derek Carr said.
You know, that time the Titans only rushed 3. They dropped 8. So it was a good call by Derek.
A piercing throw by Derek Carr. Alawale Truai ahead of Latavius Murray. Amari Cooper singled up left. They move Clive Walford away from Lee Smith. They're going to run wide. Murray cut back. Not a good play there. The Tennessee Titans in their front stuff it, led by Sammy Hill. A great run-stuffing nose tackle, former Detroit Lion. So normally, Tom, the Raiders will go fast here right after that play. But now, knowing the situation, and a timeout's been called. I assume Mike Malarkey.
I would think so, yeah.
When he wants the ball back, and he wants to give Marcus Mariota as much time as possible, so he's called a timeout here with 1:55 to play in the half. He took one timeout right before the 2-minute warning at 2:11 before the third down, and the false start on Carr and the big throw over the middle of Roberts, and now he calls his last remaining timeout for the Raiders. They began back on their 4-yard line, recall, and now they're on the Titans 7. They were on the 5. Second and goal, same heavy formation, double tights, I formation. They single up Andre Holmes, Cooper down the field. They bring Holmes in to crack on the end. No play action. Carr going to roll right, throw short, almost intercepted. Almost intercepted there by David Bass, the former Raider who dropped into coverage. He tried to slip that around as they went to a heavy formation. The play action, it was the Spider 2 wide banana.
Yeah, it was.
And David Bass
played it well.
He read the West Coast playbook.
Exactly right. Played it well. Ran it to the short side rather than the wide side of the field that time. And as you mentioned, David Bass playing it well because after he came off of Alawala, he knew there was coverage behind him, so he had the quarterback.
Normally David Bass would rush their time. That time he took the fullback in the flat.
Be ready for anything can happen here with that blitz.
Third and goal. Cooper and Crabtree are back in, slot left. They roll the quarterback left, looks back middle, now trying to escape. He goes down. He got hit. They got a helmet hit there by the safety Stafford, no flag. Interesting call there, Tom. They rolled the quarterback left towards the slot side with Cooper inside a Crabtree, but there was push right there by the outside end at Daquan Jones.
It was really only a two-man route, Coach. There wasn't a lot of options to go to.
That was Crabtree and Cooper.
Yeah, just a two-man route and well defended by the Titans that time.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the roll was to that side because a two-man roll to that side brings a lot of people that way with only a two-man route.
Now Janikowski will come in. He will try a 24-yard field goal here. Left hash mark. Good snap by Kondo. Good hold by Marquette King. And the Raiders get 3 from Sebastian Janikowski and extend their lead now to 10-6. So here's the kickoff by Janikowski. And Dexter McCluster is out with a knee injury, so Trey McBride will return this kick. A rookie out of William & Mary's coming out. First kickoff return in the NFL, 10, 15, 20. Hurdles a man, dives out across over Taylor Mays' falling body. He's in the shotgun. Harry Douglas goes in long motion. TJ Carey is following him in the slot. Slot formation right. Mariota looks over the middle, throws, and it is caught. Big chunk. That is the rookie receiver, Dorial Green-Beckham. Oh, he's huge. It's 6'5", right back up on the ball. They're not going to, they're going to spike it or run a play here. They have no more timeouts left. They move Harry Douglas outside of Kendall Wright, wide left. And they have Delaney Walker and Green-Beckham right. Mariota throws, caught. Delaney Walker tackled by Taylor Mays. And they're into Raider territory now on the Raider 43-yard line. Gain of 8. 20 seconds to go in the half. They're going to spike it or run a play. Second down and short, they'll spike it. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 2 as they clock it. Stop the clock with 17 seconds to go in the half. Well, Malarkey used those 2 timeouts on defense, Tom. He doesn't have any on offense, and he ran not to the sideline on those 2 routes. He ran middle plays where they could not get out of bounds, and now they have just 17 seconds to go, and they're on the Raider 44-yard line.
3rd down, about a yard to go, so they got to first pick up the first down is one thing, but also just getting some yardage and then spiking it.
Yeah, they're going to try to go in the middle of the field, get this in the field goal range.
They have to spike it immediately. 3rd down and 2. They go to a 2-by-2 formation. Delaney Walker and Green-Beckham are right. He throws left, incomplete. The in cut there to Kendall Wright, the slot receiver, matching up with T.J. Carey. Nice coverage there. Aaron throw over the middle by T.J. Carey. A profound roll today, Tom. He's moving back into the nickel with D.J. Hayden being taken out of the Raiders' base, their nickel and their dime package. So he had to match up there with Kendall Wright. Good coverage by T.J. Carey.
Yeah, and the Raiders have used a little man-to-man coverage on that one to keep him out of field goal range.
Now it's 4th down and 2. D.J. Hayden is in now as the Raiders they brought in, I think, 7 defensive backs. Mariota throws out right, swatted away beautifully by Taylor Mays against Delaney Walker.
That's it.
And 10 seconds to go in the half. The Raiders still have time here. They're going to take over on their 44-yard line. Let's see how they play this, but nice coverage there. Taylor Mays, Link, has found a nice role midway through the year, matching up with tight ends And that time, nice coverage on Delaney Walker.
Yeah, Papa, that time he read the coverage, read the route from the start. Knew that Delaney was running to the sideline, undercut and got his hand on it. As you mentioned, good defense by Taylor.
I think the Raiders had 7 DBs on the field there.
Yeah, they did.
DJ Hayden came in town.
Yeah, DJ was playing in the middle of the field, and which is where they were vulnerable, and that's where you got to have a little quickness, a little speed.
So what do you do here? One shot?
No,
Take a shot or kneel down?
I think they're gonna kneel down myself.
Draw.
You want those rushing yards, lineman.
Shotgun draw.
Come on, Tom. You throw it deep in the old days.
Well, in the old days I would have, but
See if you get a defensive flag or something. Derek Carr in the shotgun. They're going to throw it. Carr is back. Carr steps up, throw right flat to Michael Rivera. That's not going to work. Breaks one tackle. Maybe it will. And he will now run out the half. 1 second, and that'll be
we
it.
got another timeout. They called a timeout.
Did they? Did they get it before it was 0-0 on the board?
Oh, no.
Is there a timeout called?
Timeout. Oakland.
Yes.
Yep, 1
The
second.
triplet,
Please
one
reset the
timeout.
game clock.
So
Seconds on the game clock.
Well, you got time for one Hail Mary if you want.
you're too far for a field goal.
Really? Even Jano?
Yeah, I think, well, we say whenever they cross midfield, it's kind of like Steph Curry's range, just across midcourt.
But
This one's a little far.
You also saw him kick off going in this direction.
Although a former head coach of the Raiders did try a 76-yard field goal.
Oh my!
Sir Lancelot. The reason you don't do that is that they can return that kick.
Right.
And the Raiders did it against the San Diego Chargers. Antonio Cromartie was back, which made the whole thing senseless. So you wouldn't do that. You're going to throw a bomb into the end zone, Tom, and either try to catch it, a Hail Mary, or get a defensive flag. The half cannot end in a defensive penalty. Check out the defense. Dick LeBeau and Ray Horton are playing here. They had 4 guys in the end zone.
Well, this college football season, I've seen stranger things happen.
2 seconds to go in the half. So the Raiders going to go to a 2-by-2 formation. Seth Roberts and Amari Cooper slotted left. It is Holmes. They throw one to Roberts around the middle. 30, 20. Get a block here. Goes wide. He's going to try to let it backwards. He's running back the other way. 35. A backwards pass to Amari Cooper. Still alive. Amari running around here. Now back to Derek. He can't throw it again, and Derek does the wise thing. He just sits down. For a moment, it looked promising as they threw over the middle to Seth Roberts. If you make a couple of blocks on the 4 guys in the end zone, you may be able to score. But then Roberts decided to circle out and go backwards 20 yards.
Well, at least it wasn't a loss. They gained 2 yards on it. So they were working on statistics, weren't they?
That was the hardest working 2-yard gain.
Yeah, the person who really paid for it was Seth Roberts because he got crunched.
Raiders will get the ball to start the second half. Ryan Suckup will kick off. It is really beginning to pour here in Nashville. Intermittent rain throughout the first half, but now it is pouring. Short kickoff. Ross at the 5, right, 10, 15, 20. He comes straight ahead, breaks a tackle, 25, 30, and dives out across the 30 up to around the 31-yard line. A couple of years ago in Philadelphia, where he had a kickoff return, 98 yards for a score, and a punt return, 58 yards for a score in the same game. 1st and 10, Raiders. Latavius Murray is the lone back. Michael Rivera goes in motion. There's a handoff straight ahead to Murray. Got stacked up, tries to twist and spin. Does. Breaks tackles. He got it all himself, Link. Out across the 35, up to around the 36. The Raiders went to a heavy formation there. Multiple tight ends. They moved Michael Rivera straight ahead. Simple running play. He got hit in the offensive backfield and still got 4 out of it.
You know what? The Titans are just collapsing the outside, whether it's the safety or outside linebacker. Everybody's collapsing into the C gaps, collapsing down to try to funnel everything inside that time.
Raiders going 3 tight ends, all right. They run Murray off the right side, gets through it. First down, Raiders. Trying to power ahead here in the Sloth in Nashville. That time they had Lee Smith, Michael Rivera, and Clive Walford, Tom. 3 tight ends, all strength right, and they ran Murray right, and he picks up the first down.
Yeah, they got a good push by the right side of the offensive line and the tight ends.
They're trying to hammer this Tennessee front in the first half. Latavius Murray, 11 carries for 21 yards, but they come back with 2 runs back-to-back. Now the Raiders take Michael Rivera off the field. They bring in Andre Holmes, so it's Amari Cooper wide left. Holmes will go in motion. He'll line up behind Lee Smith, again strength right. They give it to Murray, trying to hop through, and Daquan Jones gets unblocked. Link, he comes in and holds that to a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah,
and 3 straight times they're trying to get the running game going. They come out with a second half call sheet.
It goes back to
Murray right 3 straight times.
It goes back to the level of predictability, guys. When you bring in Andre Holmes, you know you're bringing him in as a blocking receiver to block Cersei or one of the safeties. So now all of a sudden Tennessee Titans are playing run. That time you had Clyde Wolford trying to block defensive end, and of course the advantage is going to go to defensive end. So you got to break that predictability string if the Raiders are going right now.
Now they take Andre Holmes out. They bring in Jameis Alawale, line him up as a eye back and a true eye ahead of Latavius Murray. Searcy's coming down to build the 8-man box. They run Murray wide right away from his blitz, and he gets the outside edge. He is pulled down by Williamson. Avery Williamson becoming a star in his Tennessee defense. He never comes off the field. He's a great player. Blitzing, tackling, covering, he does it all. I thought Murray would get more time than just the 4, but Williamson came over, got off the block of Alawale to make that tackle.
That was a nice tackle, arm tackle mostly, but it was very powerful looking. But I tell you, when the Raiders go into those little wing looks, there is 8 in the box immediately.
Did Derek run over to the sideline to get the play there?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he ran over to the sideline. It is raining here. There must be some kind of communication issue with the coach to the quarterback's helmet. Communication, 3rd down, 5. They're showing A-gap blitz. Here they come. They're all coming. Carr off the back foot, a bomb to Amari Cooper. Deep. He's got it. A flag. That should be a PI on Tennessee. Amari's got it. They didn't call him for pushing off, did they?
I hope so. I think they're going to call for pushing off, man.
Is it? No, it's on them.
Oh, it's on them?
It's on them. I think it's going to be inside the 10-yard line. A bomb over the top to Amari Cooper, one-on-one with the young corner, Bleedy Ray Wilson. Which way are they going here?
Prior to the pass, holding number 24 defense.
Well, they got it on Sensible.
Wow. Result of the plays, 1st down.
Sensible was not even involved in the play, Tom. So Derek Carr ran over to the sideline to get the play, and the play was 89. You run a 9 route. A straight go down the sideline. He got behind Bleedy Ray Wilson, and Derek hit him over the top for a big gain.
Amari did well in finding the ball in this rain, because when he got it seemed like he got his head around late, but he found the ball in the air and was able to make a play on the ball.
And I could have called Bleedy Ray Wilson. He was grabbing Amari Cooper's hand. They're wondering where to mark. They're not marking off the penalty after the catch, are they? Well, that's not correct.
Well, it looks like that's what they're doing, though.
But why would they do that?
Now they're moving back.
Come on. That's ridiculous. Jeff Triplett, been an official in the NFL for a long, long time now in his 20th year. You know who's on this crew, interestingly, is Steve Freeman is on the crew in the, he's a back judge, and he knows that perspective. He was a long-time NFL safety for the Buffalo Bills and later the Minnesota Vikings, and a very good one. He started to be an official after he retired in the SEC and NFL Europa. 41-yard gain. They don't mark it off. You can't add on there. You decline the penalty. 1st and 10 Raiders on the Tennessee 12. Carr in the gun. Cooper singled up right. They move Crabtree out left. They're going for Amari for the end zone. A lob. He overthrew it. Tried to go to the back corner, Tom. They're picking on that young corner, Ray Wilson. If they're going to match him up with Amari Cooper, they're going that way. Amari was inside the numbers right and ran right to the back pylon on the old school fade, and Derek overthrew it.
Yeah, but when you're inside the numbers, the coverage is outside in, and he never let them get leverage on the outside at all.
Yeah,
2nd and 10.
Looks like they were trying to bracket him that time, Coach.
Yeah, almost,
safety,
Amari Cooper, 6 catches, 99 yards today. 2nd and 10. Raiders go 3 tights again. Lone back Murray on a 2nd and 10. Derek gets real low under center. Hand off Latavius Murray, running right behind Bergstrom and Gabe Jackson, a left guard length, and he punctures it and gets a couple. Derek Carr is going over to the sideline again. What he wants is a towel to dry his hands. Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, I think
looks
so.
like that. Yeah.
And I assume there's no communication issue with Bill Musgrave, Tom, but he's running over. He has a towel right off his waist, but it's so wet it's not useful. He's running over to dry his hands.
Yeah, I think so,
Well, it's pouring here in Nashville. 3rd down and 8. Carr in the shotgun. They go empty again. Well, you know LeBeau's going to blitz this. Most teams just blitz it automatically when he's empty. This guy blitzes every play just about. 2 are right, 3 are left. Amari Cooper right slot. Carr looking left, throws. Seth Roberts catch. Breaks a tackle and goes into the end zone. Touchdown! Raiders! What a play by Seth Roberts. He was on the 3-by side, Tom, just set down, and a missed tackle in the secondary there, and it's a touchdown.
Oh, it was a pretty good hit, too, but he kept his balance, and he twisted around and regained his balance and sprinted into the end zone. Great job by Seth, man.
Great awareness.
Weston Huff missed the tackle. When you go empty like that, they got to single you up. So if one guy blows a tackle, it's a touchdown.
Well, that time the Titans were playing coverage because they only rushed 4.
Yeah, they did.
But what Seth Roberts did is he came back for the ball, gave him some separation from the corner, and able to withstand that tackle attempt and break it for the touchdown.
Tremendous balance there by Seth Roberts. He was landing when the hit occurred. He went up in the air, was coming down, and took a shot off his left hip and just rolled off of the tackle out to the right side and somehow almost hopping to maintain his balance. Bill Musgrave went in, tried to get the running game going, which he did early with a 3 tight end personnel package, and then ultimately threw it into the end zone. Amari Deep and Seth Roberts with the touchdown. And here's the kickoff by Janikowski. And then the rookie Trey McBride, William and Mary 7th-round pick, is back. This will be a high kick, and Jana will hit the back wall. What a blast by Janikowski. Remember, our first game together, Tom, back in '97 was against the Tennessee Oilers.
Yeah, it was down in
at the Liberty Bowl.
At the Liberty Bowl,
in Memphis. Right. And Tim Brown had 3 touchdowns that day, but Eddie George broke our hearts in overtime. The Titans, actually, they were the Oilers then. They were the Tennessee Oilers for a couple of years. They weren't named Titans. They moved into this stadium in '99. Mariota fakes the stretch left, rolls right, throws, and it is broken up beautifully by David Amerson. What a play coming back there against Harry Douglas. Raiders made a change today. Amerson back in the base defense starting. DJ Hayden not. And Amerson has earned that role, Tom. Played Calvin Johnson beautifully last Sunday in Detroit. And this time, Delaney Walker, their top target, again, just reaching around with those long arms, knocked the ball away.
Yeah, and Khalil Mack also played it very well. Kept the leverage, kept everything on the inside, and was able to go with Mariota when he was bootlegging out to the right.
2nd down and 10. The Raiders bring in Taylor Mays now and Nico Thorpe in their nickel package. Extra corner, extra safety linebacker. Mariota off the back foot, going to throw a lob for Douglas. A flag came in. Douglas got bumped off his route by T.J. Carey.
They're going to call him for holding, defensive holding on Carey.
Well, maybe a PI because the ball may have been in the air.
They called pass interference
as well.
Pass interference, defense, number 38. Ball will be placed in the spot of the foul, 1st down.
Raiders' 6th penalty of the game. T.J. Carey and David Amerson are your starting corners today. DJ Hayden only got in 1 snap on defense in the first half. I guess you call it the penny defense. You had your nickel, your dime, or what do you call it when they go 7 DB? A lot of teams call it the penny. I don't know what the Raiders called it, but that's when he was in. 1st and 10. Nico Thorpe picks up Harry Douglas. As the Raider right cornerback, David Amerson. The left corner picks up Kendall Wright coming in long motion. Amerson will trail him, so it's man. There's Mariota with a play action. Looking left, throwing a deep wobbly ball for Kendall Wright. He's out there, broken up beautifully by Amerson. His makeup speed, Tom, and his length. Kendall Wright got behind him. He ran an out and up there. He was the motion guy, the flanker, just a nod to the sideline and then up. He got behind him. The ball hung in the air slightly, and Amerson with those long arms again and the makeup speed.
Yeah, and it was very good timing because he was quite a bit away from him, but he made up about a stride and a half and reached out with his left arm just at the right time to knock that ball away.
You just got to wonder what kind of influence the weather plays in that ball, because as it got higher and higher, it became more wobbly.
That's pouring now. 2nd and 10. Here's a counter run. Big hold up the middle for Antonio Andrews, twisting. Raiders able to close it quickly. Looked like it may have been a bigger gainer there on 2nd and 10. The teams invariably, if they have a 2nd and 10, they're going to run. They don't want to get into 3rd down and long time. They want to make it more manageable. And Mike Malarkey, he does not call plays here. Jason Michael, it was on the Raiders staff, quality control back in the mid-2000s, is their offensive coordinator, former quarterback at Western Kentucky, and he relays the play into Mariota through the quarterback coach, John McNulty, on the sideline. 3rd down and 5. Taylor Mays back in for Curtis Lofton. 3 receivers go left for Mariota. He has a back to his right. Boy, it is pouring here. High snap from center. Mariota looking left, now comes back right. Broken up by Taylor Mays. Great coverage on Anthony Fasano. The flag is down. Did they rough Mariota in the backfield?
No, flag's on this side of the field, so it's got to be on somebody down below. The the
I think
pass
it's going to be
on top.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a defensive holding on Thorpe, guys. Nico Thorpe.
Prior to the pass, holding number 38.
That's on
defense.
TJ Carey.
5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
But it's a drive extender.
Yeah.
Well, the Raiders are doing a nice job on the tight ends today. Taylor Mays, Tom, has really carved out a role. Didn't know what exactly he would do for this team. The former USC Trojan, Ken Norton knows well, and the role he's giving him is to match up with tight ends in the Raider nickel.
Well, you got to give him some credit for perseverance because he's been released and brought back and released and brought back.
Second-round draft pick of the 49ers, now making a lot like Michael Crabtree and Alden Smith previously, finding his role here with the Raiders. Here's Mariota with a stretch handoff wide. Antonio Andrews gets through it into the second level, runs out of bounds, very close to a Tennessee first down on the Raider 45-yard line. That is Antonio Andrews, the second-year running back out of Western Kentucky, undrafted, and he's become their featured guy, and he picks up the first down with a 10-yard gain. Raiders lead 17-6 here with 9:15 to play third quarter time.
That time the guys had him. Tennessee had the Raiders outflanked from the start, and really you got to get excellent penetration and really force the issue to get that ball to come back inside. Really soft on the edges.
Bishop Sankey has not run the ball once today. It has been Andrews, a little bit of David Cobb. Anthony Fasano goes in motion, lines up as a right wing. Left tackle may have pulled out early. He's so quick. There's Mariota running away from Khalil Mack and runs by him. Boy, is he fast. And he's out of bounds. Mack could not run him down from behind. This guy ran a 4.52 in the 40, Tom, at the combine.
Yeah.
Unusually fast for a quarterback, but he also has very quick feet. Not just straight line speed, quick feet as well.
Yeah, that was a pretty good foot race with Mariota winning the foot race to the sideline. Yeah.
Well, he is quick. All the drills at the combine, the 40-yard dash, the vertical jump, the broad jump, the three-cone drill, the 20-yard, the 10-yard, everything they do. He graded out extremely well. He is very athletic. Second down and 3, offset out of the left. Fasano comes in motion. Nobody follows. He lines up as a right wing. Mariota, handoff. Andrews wide right, stacked up, off a hit, off another hit, first down. That's why he's playing Link over Sankey. He's just a bigger, thicker back. Malcolm Smith lost his helmet at the end of the play, and he is hot. Did it get ripped off there by Taylor Lewan?
It got ripped off by one of the interior linemen from the Titans. And here's the thing: if it's going to be that type of grudge match, this defense better bunker down because it's going to get worse before it gets better for him.
It was actually Craig Stevens, the guy who scored the touchdown. Cat Stevens, as they called him in Berkeley when he was a Cale Bear. He is known as one of the better blocking tight ends in football, Tom. He ripped Malcolm Smith's helmet right off his head. The Raiders got to bring Corey Toomer in. They're going to call timeout here, huh?
Well, Jack Del Rio is upset about one of his defenders getting his helmet ripped off and nobody calling it. He's out on the field talking with the officials about it.
Malcolm never got his helmet back on. So they had Corey Toomer in the Bates defense. Now they're going to call a timeout to get Malcolm his headgear back. Tennessee Titans had 7 first downs the entire first half. This the first second half drive. They have 4. First and 10 of the Raider 33. Mariota under center. Play action to Andrews. Head around quick. Lob down the left sideline. It's caught. A sliding catch inside the Raider 20 by Anthony Fasano. Curtis Lofton got in the game, Tom, and they go right after him in coverage. It's amazing. They went to a heavy formation, and he's just slow. He's late getting out on Fasano. Lofton beaten badly on the play.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things that the teams see on film when they pick on them. And then 2 of the bigger plays today, that was the second one, are to tight ends up the field on the over the linebacker.
First and 10 on the Raiders 16. Craig Stevens goes in motion left to right or right wing. They line up Fasano in the backfield. Crunching block on Nate Allen like a fullback. And then Andrews comes up behind it. Link inside the Raider 15 to the 13-yard line. Stevens goes down late. The field is treacherous right now. That was some block by Anthony Fasano, lined up as a fullback in the right wing, offset right, and boy, he just leveled Nate Allen.
Yeah, but Nate Allen did his job by turning that back up inside where you got more help, and so keeping them, protecting the integrity of the corner. That's what Nate Allen's supposed to do when he's in that forced position.
And he's supposed to take out the lead blocking fullback. And that play, it was Fasano. 9th play of the drive for the Titans. 6.5 to go, their longest drive of the game. Second down, 7. And the Raider 13. Mariota, here's a blitz. Malcolm Smith comes. A lob for the end zone for Douglas. Nico Thorpe mugged him. He caught it anyway.
Yep.
Touchdown. Harry Douglas caught it anyway. Nico Thorpe arrived a beat too early. It was a blatant pass interference. as Douglas beat him on the stop and go, Tom. And then Thorpe tried to recover. He just jumped all over him.
Defense, number 31. That penalty's declined. The result of the play, touchdown.
Yeah, it was just a great play, a great route by Douglas on that one. He just ran a little jerk to the inside and then go, and he beat Thorpe right at the line of scrimmage. Had about a 3 or 4 yard gain on him.
I think Malarkey's going to go for 2 here. Remember, they missed the extra point early in the game after their first touchdown. Danico Autry blocked it, so they'll try to make up that point here. It's 17-12, trying to pull this to within a field goal game. Mariota in the huddle here. It's a big play. He sends Pisano and Harry Douglas wide right, slot formation. Douglas, the receiver, inside of the tight end. He sends Delaney Walker after whispering in his left ear hole as a left wing. Dorial Green Beckham, that huge receiver, is tight left. Mariota with Andrews to his left. He goes right flat. He's open. Mariota rolling, throwing for the end zone. Caught by Green Beckham for the 2-point conversion. That guy's a monster. Looks like the modern-day Harold Carmichael, Tom. He's so big and long. That's a big play there. One thing the Titans love to do is to roll this quarterback, a rollout right and a throwback left. That time he rolled right. I don't think he's shown that all year, and he threw it right to Green Beckham.
Well, Beckham came from the other side of the formation all the way across the field.
Titans answer the Raider drive with an 80-yarder of their own. 9 plays, 4:23 off the clock, and a 13-yard touchdown to Harry Douglas. Short kickoff taken by Jeremy Ross, the new Raider return guy, blocked by Marcel Reese, 20. And he fumbled the ball, and the Titans got it inside the 20. He was slipping and sliding, and he got hit by the fullback, Jelston Fowler, and Jeremy Ross fumbles it. And the Titans have it inside the Raider 20-yard line. Fullback just ripped it out.
Well, he bobbled it as soon as he caught it, and you can see he really never had a good hold on it. But even when he should be switching it to the outside hand, he looked to have 2 hands on it, and then, of course, hit from behind. Ball comes out.
Trey McBride may have pulled it out. I'm not sure if it was Fowler or not. The Titans are celebrating like they just won the game. Take it easy. You're still down 3. And they're not going to be a timeout here. There was going to be one, but when you have a sudden turnover deep into opponent territory like that, they do not. So the Titans will go right back up on the ball. The fumble was recovered by Damian Stafford, their safety, third-year safety out of Nebraska. And that's a big one. Jeremy Ross having a good day. It was McBride. Trey McBride tipped that out as Fowler had him around the waist, but McBride, around 7 from William and Mary, got it out. Mariota sacked back on the 25-yard line. Khalil Mack will drop him. Came right around the outside link and a big sack on Mariota. He had nowhere to escape, and Mack got him.
Well, he beat Byron Bell from the snap, and I think Bell thought it was going to be a quick drop because the right tackle tried to cut Mack from the outside right at the start of the play. So,
yeah, he certainly he expected a quick release pass that time, and it wasn't.
Raiders went to their Apollo 5-man front there, and they brought all 5. 2nd and 17. Titans back on their 26. Mariota now in the shotgun. Dorial Green Beckham, the big receivers, out wide right. Watched by Amerson. Mariota looking his way. Now comes middle. Catch Delaney Walker. Feels Taylor Mays coming up on his back, so he just backpedals and settles down. With his back facing Mays on the hit to brace for it. He's back to the original line. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. That time the Raiders rushed 3 and dropped Justin Ellis back in a zone blitz.
Yeah, what kind of defense is that?
Yeah? That was
interesting, very interesting.
Not even a zone blitz. He just dropped out there. They brought just 3. Dick LeBeau, of course, the architect, the inventor of the zone blitz, way to combat the West Coast offenses. He brought that to pro football in the early 80s. 3rd down and 9. Mariota looking left. Throws, and it's caught. Juggling Delaney Walker. Flag went down. Taylor Mays fell. Was he pushed there by Walker?
It should be offensive pass interference.
Should be.
It is offensive pass interference. Taylor Mays fell to the ground, and we'll see if it was Delaney Walker who pushed off.
Pass interference, offense, number 82.
It is.
10-yard penalty, repeat 3rd down.
Big play there. That would have given him a 1st and goal to go. But Delaney Walker called for the push-off time on Taylor Mays. And that'll be 3rd down and long. 3rd and 19. Back out on the Raider 27-yard line. A field goal from here would be 45 yards away. And it would tie the game, but we do have treacherous conditions.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, play for a screen or a draw, something conservative to get him right back in closer, a little bit closer.
Mariota wearing the old Lenny Dawson Tom pouch. Keeping his hands warm and dry, looking out right, throws intercepted. He threw it right to David Amerson. Raiders take it over with a big takeaway. Where was Mariota going with the ball there?
I don't even think he looked, or unless the rain is creating a problem for the quarterback to see. But I don't think he even looked to see if the receiver was covered or not.
He was going to Kendall Wright, Link, and Amerson was inside. There was nowhere to fit that ball. The Raiders showed Mariota a man look, and they actually played zone.
Yeah, he read man all the way, and all they were trying to do is get a little closer for the field goal.
1st and 10, Raiders on their 21-3, late third quarter. They pull Gabe Jackson. They run Roy Halou Jr., his first run of the game, and he gets slammed down. Trying to get the running game going. Wesley Woodyard, former Denver Bronco, playing much better this year, Link, against the run. That time they pulled Gabe Jackson, the left guard, but just could not get a lot of movement there. Only a gain of 2 yards for Roy Halou Jr.
A whole lot of bodies on the right side of our offense that time, trying to run power into it. Wasn't an advantageous look even when they brought Rivera in motion.
We have less than 4 minutes to play. Playing in a heavy, heavy rainstorm. Michael Rivera moves to left to Carr. A 2-by-2 on 2nd and 7. Bubble screen to Reese. Gets a block from Seth Roberts. Marcel comes forward, trying to get the first down. He's hit right at the 30 and pushed back. Roy Halou Jr. is the running back here, not Latavius Murray. They give it to him off the left side, and did he get it?
He got it.
He got stacked up at the point. Came off the right side. We'll see where they spot him.
He got a good spot by the line judge on this side.
First down Raiders. Jeff Triplett confirms. First down Raiders. Tywan Jones inactive today, out with a knee injury. And they're not going to Latavius Murray here. It's Roy Halou Jr., although Latavius is back in.
Murray back in. I wouldn't be surprised to go sweep up top here.
1st and 10, 31-yard line. Carr, handoff. Murray straight ahead, left side. Pushing, fighting, playing high. Michael Griffin looks like Troy Polamalu. He came diving into the pile from the deep secondary. Stick LeBeau had Polamalu for so many years in Pittsburgh. That was the real changing of the guard in Pittsburgh when he retired. And Dick LeBeau left, came here to Nashville, Tom, where he knew Ken Wisenhunt, and then Wisenhunt got fired.
Yeah. And here he is.
Strange league, though.
But when the Raiders line up in that wing look, half of the defense is on that side and half of the offense is on that side. We got a lot of people on that side of the ball.
Very true.
2nd down and 9. Amari Cooper is the single receiver. Raiders go strength right. They move Walford, go left. Lee Smith tight right. They pull Gabe Jackson, trying to run power right at him. Can't move this front length. They're getting only a yard or two. Are they getting too conservative here? I know it's pouring, but they're showing a heavy set, and they're just running power at him every play.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many bodies in there. The Raiders are running out of blockers before Murray is connected. It's 2-3 yards here. Now it's 3rd down and 7. It looks like there's a whole lot of bodies if you try to run the power.
It's hard, Tom, to keep running on 1st and 2nd down and then have to throw on 3rd down.
Well, there must be a lot more rain problems than we anticipate. We can see from here.
It's pouring. We can see that, but it's coming straight down. I'm not sure what the wind is doing. They empty out the backfield. Raiders have 4 receivers in. Murray outright. Empty set. Throw into a crowd. Andre Holmes got pushed back there by the young corner, Ray Wilson. They were trying to throw a bubble screen, and Ray Wilson read that and got off the block of Seth Roberts, and that was dangerous there, Tom. For a moment, I thought it was going to be picked up. Andre Holmes tried to pick him off. It was going to Roberts on the bubble, and Ray Wilson went around him.
Well, they both corners on that side were playing up tight and close, and it's pretty tough to run the bump, or the pick or whatever you want to call that. That's
the rub.
Borderline illegal.
Rub pick. Harry Douglas back to return the punt. Again, Dexter McCluster, the former Chief, the Titan normal kickoff and punt returner, not able to play. They have the knee injury. Marquette King, a blast back inside the 10-yard line. Douglas starts left, comes right, gets hit around the head, and a great tackle there. Lorenzo Alexander got down there, but I think it was Andre Holmes that got him around the head and did not pull his face mask. We're in Tennessee, home of the Oilers' original franchise since they moved here in '97, starting from their 12. It is pouring as Mariota's in the shotgun, fakes the gun run, looks right, throws down the sideline to Green Beckham. Broken up by Amerson again. David Amerson is really playing. Last week, Tom Blanket and Calvin Johnson had 4 passes defensed. And today, going up against the hulking rookie Doriel Green Beckham, who was 6'5", running stride for stride and able to match his length with length.
Yeah, played that perfectly, too. Staying away from the contact, reaching up with the left hand, knocking the ball down. And that's the reason he started. He graded out so well last week.
And he's taking the place of DJ Hayden. He and TJ Carey are your 2 corners, and Nico Thorpe out in the nickel. Van Heaney is in. They run Andrews off the right side for a negligible gain. So that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We'll go to the 4th quarter here in Nashville with the Raiders on top by 3. Our score after 3 quarters of play. Raiders trying to break this 3-game losing streak and get that elusive 5th win of the year to go to 5-6. They lead the Titans by a score of 17-14. Raiders have outgained the Titans 299 to 194 through 3 quarters. Mariota throws low, incomplete. Again, Amerson on the coverage of the big rookie Doriel Green Beckham. What a game for Amerson, and that'll force a Brett Kern punt here. The Raiders in the first play of the 4th quarter time get off the field. The Titans are 0 for 8 on 3rd downs today.
Wow, that's not very good, Dan.
No, that's bad. That's about as bad as you can get, and the Raiders have really improved in all categories defensively. Jeremy Ross back to return the punt. Kern will has a towel to his side here to stay dry, to keep his hands dry as he takes the long snap from Bo Brinkley. His 5th punt of the day. Blasted high in the air. It's tough to see with the raindrops falling into your eyes. Ross has got it, though, inside the 30. Comes left, hits the numbers, cuts inside, and Bo Brinkley, the long snapper himself, will make the tackle on him at around the 36-yard line. Derek Carr, Tom, was taking snaps under center from Tony Bergstrom. He was taking shotgun snaps from Bergstrom. They're having a concern about ball handling here. Derek does not wear gloves. Hand off. Latavius Murray going to run wide right. Tries to cut back. The ball is secured. I thought for a moment he lost it going onto the ground.
No.
And you could see the water build up as he tried to cut Link. He lost his footing, and you can see the water come up. These are treacherous conditions right now to run the ball, to snap the ball, to catch the ball. Derek does not wear gloves, and as you were noting, Mariota, who's from Hawaii and played in Eugene, used to the rain, he's not wearing gloves today either.
You know, and I'll relate to the quarterback coach. You know, some quarterbacks like to have a wet ball in practice. Some like to keep it totally dry. I'm not sure what they're used to, but it seems to be an issue for both.
The Raiders did have a wet ball drill on Thursday. They had an early practice on Thanksgiving where they brought the wet ball out. 2nd down, 11, Carr in the gun. A gun run, Latavius Murray coming wide right, and he's set there by Avery Williamson. There's no question the game plan, Tom, has gotten very conservative here in the second half. Sometimes the theory is you like to throw it because the defensive backs lose their footing, having to change direction. The offensive players know where they're going, but the Raiders are running on 1st down, 2nd down, and then throwing on 3rd if they have to.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even try to run on with that wing location when there's extra tight ends in. I wouldn't even try to run like that. I'd run from the shotgun look up from now on because they're just stacking up. They're stacking it up unless they're going to play action off that formation.
Raiders incredible on 3rd down today. 7 for 12 where Tennessee is 0 for 8. That's the story of the game. Carr in the gun, play action, and Marcel Reese throw back to Cooper. Got deflected and almost intercepted. Parrish Cox drove on the route. Well, that's twice they've run a bubble screen here in the second half, and it almost got intercepted. Amari Cooper moved in motion left outside of Seth Roberts, and he ran that bubble screen. They've run him so much, Tom. Parrish Cox drove on it from behind Amari and almost intercepted that ball.
Yeah, that play, they've got a defense pretty well. That hasn't worked. In fact, the last couple of 2 or 3 weeks, it has not worked that well. The teams are catching on.
It's because it's predictable, Coach. You know it's coming. When you see Amari coming out of the backfield, they're going to try to get the ball to him.
Now, early in the year, though, the receivers blocked it, and he had great broken field running, and it was working. But now they just can't get off these blocks. Here's the 4th punt of the day for Marquette King. His last one was a great one. This one, not as far. Bounces on the 26, taking a Titan roll, and it is down there by John Kondo and Lorenzo Alexander, Nico Thorpe, all around the ball. Greg Stevens goes in motion, offset out of the left with Anthony Fasano as the fullback to give it to David Cobb. Cutback run. Justin Ellis swallows him up, and the Raiders dive all over him. Dan Williams and Justin Ellis, what's that, about 550 pounds? between that. There's 6 on it. What am I saying? 3:30 and 3:35. They just swallowed them up. Had a little snack after Thanksgiving.
That's a tire cargo on most ships.
Justin Ellis and Dan Williams, the focal point of the Raider middle of their front, whether they're playing a 3-4 or a 4-3. And right now, they played more 3-4 today than they played Sunday in Detroit. Mario Edwards is one up. And linebacker down now in a 3-point stance. Khalil Mack is up. Mariota going to call a timeout.
Yeah, confusion there on what formation they wanted.
The Raiders' woes, Tom, in the fourth quarter. They were outscored 9-0 last Sunday in Detroit. In the fourth quarter, outscored 66-17 in the fourth quarter of the past 5 games. And overall in the fourth quarter, it's not been good. The Raiders have been outscored 102-50. But the Titans are even worse. They've been outscored in the fourth quarter 86-24, which is incredible. Second down 8. Mariota, a play-action pass. Now he gets out to his right. David Carr dropped the ball, was almost intercepted by Malcolm Smith. It went right through his hands, or actually it was Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
Mack who dropped. Is he all right? Mack gets up slow.
Yeah, he's just disappointed in himself, I think.
No, I think he's a little wobbly too. He may need a playoff. Maybe a little bit of both. Ball went right through his hands, Link, on this wet day, right through David Cobb, right to Khalil Mack, and he couldn't secure the slippery ball.
Yeah, Mack landed on his face mask, got a lot of grass in his face, trying to clean it out. So hopefully he's okay because he's going to need to rush the passer here.
They're down and 8. Tough to get traction to rush the passer here, huh? Is it easier to pass block in these scenarios?
Oh, yeah. Anytime you can push those guys around, it's easy.
They're down and 8. Raiders bring 4. Mariota going to throw up the right seam, high and complete. He overshot the big target, Green Beckham, who's hard to overthrow, Tom. But David Amerson is having a superb game today again.
Yes, he is. He's having a very good game. And I'll tell you one thing, that 6'5", 237-pound rookie wide receiver is attractive to throw to because he's so tall.
And that ball sailed on him that time, Coach. That ball sailed on Mariota.
That's got to be a high ball if it overthrows him.
Yep.
Titans cannot convert on third down. They're now 0 for 9 on third down. That's their 6th 3-and-out of the game. 11:56 to play. Long way to go. Here's the punt by Rhett Kern. It's a twirler, short, coming up. Jeremy Ross got it into his body. 30, tries to get wide left. There could have been a hold there. There is. DJ Hayden with a hold. And it was clear on Trey McBride. DJ's playing only on special teams as a jammer against the gunner. And out in space time, it was obvious that he held there Trey McBride. Just grabbed him outside of the framework of his body around the left shoulder.
Was there a flag out there?
Yeah, there's one.
Oh,
yeah, they got him. There's Jeff Triplett. I think he's marching it off before they even announce the hold, but it will be a hold on DJ Hayden, 25 of the Raiders.
During the return, holding, number 25 of the return team, 10-yard penalty, first down, timeout.
First and 10 Raiders on their own 23-yard line. Greg Papaton, Flores, Lincoln Kennedy from Nashville, Tennessee, where it's been raining all day. Not so much in the first half, but very heavy rain throughout the entirety of the second half. Murray, the lone back, give it to him straight ahead. Ryan Arakpo trying to pull the ball out there. And Murray comes straight ahead forward up to around the 29-yard line, a gain of about 6. Raiders are running a lot on first down, running a lot on second down. Looking to just try to slog through these elements, Tom.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad first down play because they picked
6.
up about 6 yards. Yeah, so.
Now they're going to that 3 tight end formation. Amari's the lone receiver out wide right. They put all 3 tight ends in a bunch, a body length away from Donald Penn. Got Lee Smith, Michael Rivera, Clive Walford. They're going to toss that way to Murray, and he cuts back inside, and he picks up close to the first down. He's got it. First down Raiders, very close to it at around the 34. Interesting play there, Link. You ran that toss sweep. Little crunch action there behind the 3 tight ends, and Latavius Murray put his foot in the ground and cut upfield. First down Raiders.
Very interesting because I thought Lee Smith got away with a hold on Brian Arakpo that time. Interesting that it didn't get seen. Of course, fortunate for the Raiders because they got a first down out of it.
Yeah, it looks like that little staff look of formation there is softening up the look on defense.
Raiders break the huddle late. Up on the play clock, 8-7. Carr under center. Again, a heavy formation. Crabtree's back in, but double tights left. Murray, the lone back. Straight give. Carr handing off with 2 hands now, not 1 hand. A flag is down also.
It's got to be a legal formation on the Raiders.
They cover up a tight end. They have so many tight ends there. No, it's against them.
Oh, yeah?
It's against the Titans.
Yeah, they must have been offside.
Yeah.
Lined up
Offside.
Triplet.
Defense, number 99, lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard
Terrell
penalty,
Casey.
still first down.
A tremendous 5 technique. One thing Derek Carr is doing, Tom, he's handing off with both hands. Really concerned about having the ball squirt out of his hand. If you run right, you hand off left-handed and vice versa. But he's putting both hands on the ball when he hands off.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I mean, it must be the conditions. I remember playing in this kind of conditions before, and it's not easy. I tell quarterbacks, have to secure that ball pretty well.
1st and 5. Now Alawale is in. They stay with a 3 tight end formation in a bunch formation left, but tight. They run a counter run right to Alawale. Gets hit around the head, but runs right through that tackle. And he picks up, I think, a first down.
Looks like a first
Out
down.
across the 45. He ran right through Daquan Jones. So predictable as they might be, Link, it's just power on power. And you love this being a Pro Bowl right tackle. They're just coming right at him with a heavy set now. 13 personnel, 1 back, and 3 tight ends.
Well, it's almost the attitude as an offensive front. You come up there, you know we're going to run the ball. Now it's up to you as a defense to stop it. But as you mentioned, Derek Carr being extra careful, handing off the ball with 2 hands, and all the backs, either it's Murray or Alawale, getting the ball with their hands and carrying it through the hole with 2 hands.
13 personnel again, 1 back, 3 tight ends. Now they're all in a line. Look at them all out there. Derek fumbled the ball. He fumbled the snap. It's free. Who's got it?
Titans ball.
Who's got it? Triplet. Did the Raiders dive back on the ball? He's been so worried about the snap from Bergstrom. Tennessee has the ball. Tony Bergstrom looked like he got a good snap there. Derek Carr, he's not playing with gloves on. He doesn't like them. And the ball looked like it went right through his hands. It was a good snap, and the slippery ball just slipped right on through.
Yeah, well, I tell you, that ball is treacherous right now.
You could tell he's been concerned about it. He hasn't thrown the ball hardly at all.
No.
Since that deep shot to Amari and then the touchdown to Seth Roberts. That's on him, right, Tom? Right through his hands. It's
right
on the weather.
Hands. Yeah, the weather is
on the
just,
weather.
And that ball is coming back like a wet.
You can't blame it on Bergstrom, Link.
No,
That's
no.
just a.
Look, we saw both quarterbacks having over concern about it, about watching the body language of Derek Carr as well as Marcus Mariota, watching them to the sidelines, trying to keep their hands dry, trying to keep them with towels and everything else. It's a concern both teams.
Daquan Jones recovered the fumble. Tennessee takes over on the Raider 42-yard line. Less than 9 minutes to go in the game. The Raiders lead by a field goal. Mariota under center. There's a counter run coming right, stacked up by the Raider front. Antonio Andrews will lose a yard or 2. Marcus Mariota, you would think, would be a little more able to handle this kind of weather. Again, growing up in Honolulu where it rains just about every afternoon, but he too playing without gloves on. And both these quarterbacks have been very conservative. That run to Andrews, the counter run right, lost a yard. 2nd down 11 for the Titans. 8:23 to play in the game. Bunch formation right. Now Kendall Wright comes in motion. Will stay to the bunch side. Walker the point. And a throw out left. Catch. Fumble, ball up in the air. Incomplete. No catch. No catch. As soon as the ball hit Antonio Andrews' hands, Malcolm Smith, Tom, dropped out in coverage and nailed him right on the football, and the ball popped up into the air and then landed down to the ground. Incomplete.
Played that well, too.
Beautifully. Great timing. He's got the back in the flat link, and he went out to pick up Antonio Andrews in the left offensive flat. Laid his helmet right on the ball.
And the tight end there was a tight end on that side that was supposed to pick him or rub it, but he missed him.
Titans have not converted a 3rd down all day today. Mariota facing a long one here. 3rd down and 11. Out of the shotgun. Khalil Mack comes. Throw middle. Catch. Andrews. 1st down. He dives out across the 30 on Malcolm Smith. Where's the spot? They give him the 1st down.
Yeah, he's got it.
Their first 3rd down conversion of the day. They were 0 for 9 before that. Little circle route.
Yeah.
Antonio Andrews matched up with Malcolm Smith, Tom, over the middle. On 3rd and 11, he picks up about 12.
Yeah, that's a tough one for the backer to cover because he was playing outside position and there was nothing but grass on the inside for the receiver.
Titans are on the Raider 29-yard line. They go to a heavy formation now. They have 3 tight ends in. They're going to run behind the 2 on the left side. Antonio Andrews dancing in the hole, comes forward, and not a lot. A gain of a couple. This is just a battle here. Emerson went down to the ground. Is he okay? He's limping.
Well, he got cut by the receiver he was guarding.
Kendall Wright.
And I'd seen, slow to get up, as you mentioned.
Well, he cut him way away from the play. No flag on that. Emerson, the Raiders' best cover corner, limping a bit on that right leg. 2nd and 8. They're in field goal range, but will they even kick one with these elements? They have 3 receivers go right. They single up Green Beckham left against Nico Thorpe. Nico playing a press man. High snap from center. Mariota throws. Catch right on the Raider 20-yard line. It is Kendall Wright. He got in between the 2 backers, Ben Heaney and Malcolm Smith. Very close to a first down.
It's going to be 3rd down. 3rd down about 1, I guess.
They're just short, 3rd and 1 on the 20-yard line. What's your thought about a field goal here, Tom, if you're Mike Mularkey? Right now it'd be a 38-yarder to tie the game.
Well, if you don't make this, if you don't make the first down, you almost have to.
You got to snap it, you got to hold it, you got to kick it.
Yeah.
They go to a true eye. Justin Fowler, rookie lead blocking fullback from Alabama, ahead of Antonio Andrews. They give it to him. It's the blast play, the fullback, and look at the feet in the hole to dodge the front. A flag came in way late. Fowler picked up the first down. The umpire threw the flag in the offensive backfield.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Number 52 of the defense. Half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
What was it?
What did he call it on?
I said number 50.
I started screaming when I heard it. 50 on Lofton?
Yeah.
What, he jump on the pile link?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
That is a huge penalty.
Wow.
Oh, you can't take that penalty. Was it on Mack? I think it was 52. Khalil Mack, not 50. Curtis Lofton. You can't do that, Tom. Now, the 15 yards will make the field goal very makeable even in this weather. And now they're thinking touchdown to take the lead. Like Fowler danced in the hole. They gave it to him on the blast play link. Look at the Raiders had him stacked up. And Mack just punched the pile late trying to punch the ball out. But he was already on the ground.
Yeah, it was already on the ground.
No, that was foolish. That was foolish on his part.
Easy call right there.
Well, Raiders have had 3 big personal fouls today, including a roughing the punter, which set him up for a touchdown drive, and now this one. So it's half the distance from there. It is first down. It's first and goal to go.
It is, yeah.
From the 10. They go into an eye. Fowler, the fullback, ahead of Andrews. They move Anthony Fasano. Look out for him. He's very good in the red zone. Mariota, they're going to roll him left. It's a stretch handoff, and the Raiders stack that up beautifully. They went to an outside zone running game there, and the Raiders were all over it. Short gain. We have 5 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the game. Raiders up 17-14. Titans are in field goal range, obviously, although you have to snap it and hold it in this rain-soaked field and conditions. Mariota keeps him in the huddle a long time here. Now they break it. So used to playing fast at University of Oregon for Chip Kelly. Now he's under center. Andrews, the lone back. Double tights left. Delaney Walker going to move in motion. Stay left. They have Craig Stevens right. So 3 tight ends. Straight drop by Mariota. Flushed out to his right. Chased by Mack. Running. Looking. Going to lob it for the end zone. Just throw it away off the back wall. Throw it away. It'll bring up a 3rd down and goal to go from the 9.
Raiders did really well that time, bottling it up who he was trying to go to. It looked like one of the tight ends on the center part of the field. The Tennessee Titans were, and the Raiders defense did a good time of bottling up everybody.
Yeah, they just had that combination with the tight end and the wing tight end. That combination has been effective against the Raiders, but this time, no one there.
Typically, this deep in your own territory, you play more zone than man, but that was either a zone, a man, or matchup zone. They had guys covered. 3rd and goal, 9-yard line. 2-by-2 formation, 2 left, 2 right. Mariota takes a high snap, now lobs one for the end zone. He overthrew his guy. A flag is in. They're going to get a pass interference on Nico Thorpe. That'll put it on the 1-yard line. 1st and goal to go. Nico Thorpe is so good playing press man. Played off that time on Kendall Wright. On the post route time, or on Harry Douglas. And there's a flag.
Pass interference. Defense, number 31. That foul occurred in the end zone. The ball will be placed at the 1-yard line.
He's just
First
not
down.
as good when he plays off. And now they're pushing and shoving afterwards. Harry Douglas, Kendall Wright getting into it with Emerson, Nico Thorpe, Woodson. Nate Allen going nose to nose with Kendall Wright. He grabbed him around the hip.
Yeah, blatant foul, but you know what? Here's the thing. You mentioned Nico's not as good in space. He should take the space away and really crowd him.
I don't know why he was off.
I don't know why he's off. That's what I don't understand.
He's a press man. He gave him 5 yards. First and goal to go, 1 yard line. Larry Asante is in. They're going to roll Mariota out right. Throws for the end zone. Caught by the fullback Fowler. The Titans have the lead. Tennessee takes the lead at 20, going on 21-17. They fake the outside run left to Andrews. Tom, little spider two-wide banana, a wrinkle off of it. The fullback in the right flat, and Mariota hits him for a touchdown. This extra point is huge now.
Sure is.
It'll make it, if he makes this, a 4-point game, meaning the Raiders need a touchdown. Coming back the other way, a lot of time to go.
Yeah, that just shows you the inexperience the Raiders have on defense with Khalil Mack playing that outside linebacker position. That time, not only the fullback, but the other tight end was wide open
Khalil
in the end zone. Yeah, Khalil fell, but he was trying to cover the wrong tight end. He was covered by Curtis Lofton out of the backfield.
Hasn't done a lot of that.
Yep. So here's the big point after by Ryan Suckup. Bo Brinkley will snap. Brett Kern, the punter, will hold. 33-yarder. Big point. Bad snap, but the punter, Kern, got it around, and he makes it. And it's 21-17. 17-6 after they scored in their first possession to start the second half. Less than 5 minutes into the second half, they led 17-6, and now the Titans, a pair of Marcus Mariota touchdown passes to Douglas, and now the fullback Fowler, and they have the lead. Ryan Suckup will kick off from his 35. Jeremy Ross, he fumbled a kickoff return earlier, coming out outside the numbers, right, 10, 15, 20, runs right through it, 30. This guy's good. Out across the 30 up to around the 31 time. He comes straight ahead.
Late flag, guys, so we got holding.
On the Raiders.
Oh, boy.
Jeff, it's going to be a hold on the Raiders, which will negate a lot of this run back by Jeremy Ross. Here's Jeff Triplett.
He got a little block in the back. Number 51 of the return team. 10-yard penalty, first down.
You say 51, Ben
51.
Heenan.
It's beyond me how you can't tell that you're blocking the guy in the back. I mean, I could never figure that out in 80 years of football I've been in.
Yeah, they called it clipping for years. Now it's the legal block in the back. You know, since Derek Carr threw the 9 route to Amari Cooper for the 41 yards and a touchdown pass to Seth Roberts, he has attempted only 4 passes. 3 have been incomplete. They are going to put him into the gun here. The Raiders are down 4. They have a lot of time to go, 4.5 to play. Michael Rivera goes in motion out the right side. They empty it out. Carr shotgun, 4-man pressure, throws Amari Cooper, crossing route, runs away from Ray Wilson. First down Raiders, out across the 20, up to around the 25-yard line. Again, they're cooping here. The Raider Nation showing up big time in Nashville. That's Amari's first catch since that deep 9 route. And he now has 6 catches on the day, over 100 yards receiving. Nice bounce back game after a couple of ineffective weeks for Amari Cooper. Clock rolling. Raiders do have 2 timeouts to play. Exactly 4 minutes to go in Nashville. 21-17, Titans. Carr in the gun. Again, an empty set. 3 are right, 2 are left. Derek, with no gloves on, takes the snap from Bergstrom, throws middle, catch, Crabtree. Tackled by Williamson, the linebacker trying to rip it out. And you got to have a vice grip to get it out of Crabtree's grip. He'll go down on the 30-yard line. Good gain. Second down 5 coming up. Raiders with 3.5 to play.
Yeah, they're better off, like they're smart, better off standing in the shotgun, much easier exchange because then you don't have to snap it.
And he dropped the snap under center earlier. Derek now does have a pouch in front, and he's using that to keep his hands warm and dry as best he can. Murray to his left now, 2-by-2 formation on 2nd and 5. It's a 5-man pressure by the Titans. Carr going up the right sideline deep for Crabtree. Hit him in stride. He made the catch. No.
Dropped it.
He lost it going over to the Raiders sideline. What a throw by Derek Carr, Tom.
Great throw.
He hit it right over the top, right over the shoulder of Michael Crabtree, and Crabtree just could not reel it in.
Yeah, that's surprising because Crabtree, I mean, he's sure-handed. That time he never got it in his hands. He got it in his forearm.
He lost it going to the ground, Link, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, as he went to the ground, he lost control of it. Now it's going to be hard to allow the
big
crowd
play
to get
here.
Big play.
You got to punt the ball if you don't pick it up, right? 3rd and 5. You got timeout left. You got 2 timeouts and a 2-minute warning. 3rd and 5. Carr in the gun. Reese to one side, Rivera to the other, slot right, Cooper singled up left, Carr goes, seam route, Roberts, got it, first down Raiders. A fly came in late.
It should be targeted.
We're going to get a late hit here, a helmet to helmet on Denora Searcy.
That's
targeting,
exactly right.
yeah.
Targeting.
Roberts is hurt. What a catch over the top on the seam route inside the 40. If this is a personal foul, helmet to helmet on Denora Searcy. They will move this ball to the 22-yard line of the Titans.
What great concentration that time from Roberts, guys. Knows he's going to get hit in the middle by a safety playing back there. Holds on to the ball.
Now the Raiders are going up on the ball, Tom. There's a flag down here. They're going to pick this flag up?
No, they shouldn't. I mean,
Well, the Raiders are acting like they're going to snap it right at where Roberts caught the ball. This should be against Tennessee, I would think, Link. A personal foul on Denora Searcy.
It should be. Lost
the
his
strong
helmet.
Safety, although he lost his helmet. It looked like Roberts is wobbly.
There's no foul for a hit on the fifth receiver, as the receiver had become a runner. First down.
oh, I don't
They're
believe
saying that
that.
Roberts landed on the ground. He was no longer defenseless.
That's a bad call.
That's a bad call. I mean, this
You just don't know the interpretation of the rules, Coach.
I don't know what a catch is.
It was a
Exactly.
big gain, 31-yarder to Roberts, so it's on the 38-yard line. First and 10 Raiders, Carr in the gun. Lee Smith to one side, playing with a club on that right hand. And Murray to his left, Carr back. 3 go out. Now Carr has Lee Smith, a check down right flat, makes the catch with a big wrap on his right hand, and he's tackled immediately. Avery Williamson is everywhere. What a tremendous inside linebacker. He had a 16-tackle game earlier this year. He and the quarter sensible and make the tackle on Lee Smith, Tom. He caught that ball despite the big club on his right hand, playing with a huge wrap. He had surgery on that hand about 12 days ago. We have 2 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the game now. Second down 8. Carr in the gun, 2 by 2. Murray left. Here they come. They blitz Griffin. A pump and go. Carr going for Cooper. A jump ball broken up on the 2-yard line by Parrish Cox. A jump ball there. Amari Cooper against Parrish Cox on the 2-yard line.
Well, that time the Titans were ready for the double move. The Raiders have been burning them, seems like all day on the double moves and potentially catches. That time they were looking for Cooper on the double move and contemplated really well.
Parrish Cox, more than any of their corners, Tom, is susceptible to that stutter and go, the slant and go, the double to move. He will drive on it. That time he turned his hips, though, flipped him and ran with Cooper and was able to jump high in the air and knock it away. There's a third down. Carr back. Tar throws out left. Too high. Incomplete. A fourth down is now upon us. Jack Del Rio and Bill Musgrave will have a 2-minute warning to mull it over. Well, here you go. Fourth down and 8. Raiders have one shot to keep the game alive on the Tennessee 36-yard line. Derek Carr in the shotgun. He has Marcel Reese to his right. Michael Rivera to his left. Slot left. Andre Holmes inside of Michael Crabtree. Amari Cooper is singled up right. Fourth down and 8. Carr back. Throwing for it all. A jump ball for Andre Holmes. Tipped up through his hands. Incomplete. It was tipped by Michael Griffin, the safety. Cody Sensabaugh was there. It was a jump ball. It did hit Griffin's hands first. A flag is down. Hold on, a flag is down.
Prior to the pass, holding, number 38, defense.
First down, Raiders.
5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Whoa.
Stay alive.
Stay alive.
That ball went through Andre Holmes. It was deflected by Michael Griffin. Tom, it did ricochet to Holmes, but it was going to be tough for him to get it off his left shoulder pad.
I can't understand that call, but you know, it turns out all right because they get a first down now.
Yeah.
But it's hard to grip, and you can see the ball is not coming out with any force.
And the fact that Derek Carr threw it to Andre Holmes was covered by 2 people.
Yeah. I mean, that's one when you have nothing
First
left
and 10
to do.
Raiders. They convert on fourth down thanks to the penalty. 2-by-2 formation. 2 left, 2 right. Carr in the gun. Murray to his right. They send 4, drop 7. Carr throws, catch. Michael Rivera hit low. First down Raiders on the Tennessee 11-yard line. Here they come. 100 seconds to go. You need the end zone now. You're down 4.
You're down 4. You got timeouts left too.
Don't
Raiders
rush
have
it.
2
Take
timeouts. Plenty of time. First and 10 on the Tennessee 12. Carr again a 2-by-2. Here they all come creeping up. They blitz the safety. Carr going to lob one for the end zone for Roberts. He's got it! Touchdown! Raiders! Seth Roberts was inside of Amari Cooper, Tom.
Oh,
a stop and go, and he spun on the coverage there. A Cody Sensabaugh, and Derek Carr threw it outside left for a Raider touchdown.
You talk about a big time blue chip receiver. Wow. Seth Roberts, he gets my vote. And I tell you, tough guy, this Derek Carr. He hung in there. He's getting hit. He can't grip the ball very well in this weather. Wow.
Yeah, Derek knew he was getting blitzed. Great pickup by Gabe Jackson and Donald Penn on the left side to give him that extra little bit of time, to throw that. And what an adjustment by Seth Roberts to turn back around and contort to make that catch. Derek Carr threw it to an area, and Seth Roberts showed up.
Derek got hit. He didn't even see the touchdown. He got hit. He was knocked down. Seth was looking for it inside shoulder. Carr threw it outside shoulder away from Cody Sensabaugh. Derek got knocked down to the ground there by one of their linemen, Carl Klug. Big extra point is drilled by Janikowski, and the Raiders have a 3-point lead now, 24-21. Raiders went to, after a very conservative game plan, when they fell behind time, they did let Derek Carr go in the gun and throw it. He threw all 9 plays on that long drive. Janikowski the kickoff. Trey McBride, the rookie from William & Mary, going to stay in the end zone. He was going to come out, but Antonio Andrews said, just stay in. No time will tick off. He was going to run out.
Yeah, he wanted to come out. Yeah. He's angry because they didn't let him run with it.
Antonio Andrews, the up man, and their featured running back, put his hand up and said, stay in the end zone. That way, no time ticks off the clock. So they still have 1:21 to go, and a field goal's in play here to tie the game. It is 24-21 Raiders. Here comes Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. Just 2 wins on the year. They go to a 2-by-2 formation. Mariota in the shotgun. He has 2 receivers right, 2 left. Delaney Walker inside right. Mariota escapes a sack, throws out ball. Batted away though by Malcolm Smith. Good coverage, climbing over the back of Delaney Walker to swat that one away. The Raiders have gone to an extensive secondary look here. DJ Hayden making an appearance here late in the game. I think that's his 2nd defensive snap of the game, along with Ben Heaney. The Raiders are playing a 3-man front. Mario Edwards Jr. flanked by Mayowa and Mack. 2 linebackers and 6 DBs, right? There's maybe 7 DBs. Straight drop, Mariota throws right side, incomplete. Emerson had his butt to the quarterback, Tom. A technique they often does. They don't like him to do. He's kind of face guarding there. The ball went wide to Harry Douglas and incomplete. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, that time they blitzed Charles Woodson, guys, almost like a little bit of a slow blitz, blitz, if you will. But, Emerson know that he had T.J. Carey playing deep safety, playing sort of a trail technique to take away the back shoulder throws. 3rd down and 10 for Marcus Mariota in the shotgun. Again, a 2-by-2 formation, 2 left, 2 right. Back to his side. Mariota going to throw up the right seam for Delaney Walker, dropped it right in over Malcolm Smith. First down, Titans all the way to midfield. And they're back up on the ball. They have 2 timeouts left. Malarkey's not going to use one here. We're under a minute to go. 55 seconds. Will they clock it? Will they run a play? Right back up on the play, and the right tackle pulled out early. No flag. Mariota throws, and it's intercepted by Nate Allen. The Raiders take over. Where was Mariota throwing there?
I have no idea.
Major miscommunication there, guys. Major miscommunication by the Titans, but the Raiders will take it.
And he thought the receivers were running verticals, and they both sat down. Kendall Wright sat down. Dorial Green Beckham sat down, and Nate Allen just took the game away. The Raiders will win it here in Nashville. They do have 2 timeouts remaining, but the Raiders take over with 43 seconds to go.
Can't be done. They can kneel down. They can kneel down 3 times.
Now, I don't mean to be Donnie Downer, but they're going to review this up in the booth to see if Nate Allen actually caught that ball, if he trapped it, or the butt of that ball hit the ground. They're looking at it right now.
Well, they have to review everything in the last 2 minutes.
It's a turnover. Now, you can bring the ball to the field as long as you secure it before.
Well, we'll see.
He juggled it.
He had it. They can't.
Sure.
Yeah, but I mean, it's going to be undisputed.
It's a catch right there.
Well, they already took it?
Yep.
All right, so Triplett's already confirmed it. The Raiders will kneel down here. Malarkey will call the timeout. He has 2 ways to stop it, but not enough time. Are they going to call timeout?
No.
They're conceding.
Well, Marcus Mariota is just walking on the field right now to shake the hand, so I don't know.
Well, Malarkey has 2 timeouts.
You know what? I would not
remaining
concede. You know what? The Raiders have fumbled this snap.
Well,
why would you concede?
I don't have any clue why he's not calling a timeout here, Mike Malarkey.
And I don't know if I would take the snap. I might do the shotgun
what's the
snap.
play clock? You don't even have to run a play here.
You don't, because the
game's over. Just back away. They're conceding the game.
Yeah.
Mike Malarkey with 2 timeouts, Tom, will not. On these rainy conditions, when Bergstrom and Carr fumbled the snap, why wouldn't you call timeout?
There's 2 things to consider: take the snap or take a shotgun snap, which is a much safer one in this kind of conditions. And then just kneel down. The Raiders win anyway.